who would have sat at home and potentially fall in love with the game. So success breeds success.
And for America to hear, I am still distraught over the fact that Mia Hamm chose Nomar Garcia-Parra over me. Nomar and me were both singles, and I don't know why Mia made that selection, but I digress, or I regress. Coach, thanks for joining us. Good luck to the soccer team. Congratulations on your success, and we wish you only the very best.
Great. Thank you, John. Good Jackets.
Okay. And we thank Coach for coming out, making the trip to be on the radio. That is the head boys soccer coach at Denham Springs High School, Miller Hilliard. It is Denham Springs and Dutchtown. It'll be Josh Ward and Brett Beard to come on when the program continues, as Sporting Center Jacket warm-up continues after this pause on Yellow Jackets football.
For all your flooring and carpet, Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Remember, local and loco when you think of Maria's Mexican Restaurant. Local in that the Abarca family is from Denham Springs and has been serving great Mexican food at Maria's for almost 40 years. Loco means crazy, and you'd be crazy not to eat at Maria's. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, enchiladas, my amigos, it's all great at Maria's. So be local and don't be loco by eating at Denham Springs High School graduate David Taco Abarca's Maria's Mexican Restaurant, Florida Boulevard, 1/2 mile east of James Drug Store.
Your local authorized steel outdoor power equipment dealer is C&M Outdoor Power Equipment. C&M Outdoor Power has been satisfying Livingston Terrace customers since 1965. Known for their quality outdoor steel equipment and tools, C&M Outdoor Power will expertly service everything they sell, and C&M is here to answer all of your questions. Locally owned and operated by Travis Murray and his family, your local steel dealer is C&M Outdoor Power Equipment Sales and Service, corner of Florida Boulevard and Cuban Road in Denham Springs.
Personal injury?
Boyer, A-Bear, and On-Gel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, A-Bear, and On-Gel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, A-Bear, and On-Gel. One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, and Lucas Shank have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, A-Bear, and On-Gel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, A-Bear, and On-Gel.
Count on it at Smith Accounting Services. Randy Smith and his staff have decades of accounting experience. With Randy along with Mickey McMorris and a terrific staff, Smith Accounting Services can handle all of your accounting needs: personal taxes, computerized payroll services, corporate income tax, business taxes, bookkeeping. And when their quality work is done, you can count on Randy Smith to reminisce about Yellow Jackets athletics. Smith Accounting Services, 277 East Railroad, Denham Springs.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnstownproductions.com are brought to you in part by Dentistry, Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, Cypress Pharmacy, Burning Lotus Tattoo of Denham Springs, the Law Office of Ivy L. Graham, and Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. Yellow Jackets on the road, district matchup with Dutchtown. I'm Josh Ward, and we are now joined by head coach of the Yellow Jackets, Brett Beard. Last week in the final home game of the regular season, Denham Springs would fall to EA by a score of 24-10. Coach, I know not how you saw or had hoped the night would go, and I'm sure nobody felt it more than those group of seniors that were out on the field, but as we saw it to the very end, the Denham Springs fight was there with everybody.
Yeah, look, our kids give us everything, and they're going to play for 48 minutes. That's what they're conditioned to do. That's what's driven in their head to do. And, they did just that. We came up short again. And, our guys recognize we're so close. We made some critical mistakes and, don't capitalize on some momentum at times, but they recognize how close we are. And we just got to keep pressing to try to get over that hump. So when it comes time that to make it happen, we've learned to that point to where we get it done. And we are close. Our guys recognize we're close. We just got to get it done.
It had to be one of those "are you kidding me" moments to start the game off. I know it was for me, just sitting there thinking, wow, after the bad snap against Sandoval, costs you a touchdown. You have a clean snap on your first punt of the night, and then it gets blocked. EA has a short field. It was like, I mean, what else could happen?
Yeah, I mean, I tell you, we start slow, and we did it again, and it really is an easy fix. We just missed our block and aborted the shield a little too quick. Guy came free, so it was an easy fix on the sideline. Nothing to panic about. Still a lot of football to be played at that time, but of course, it kind of rears its head like, here we go again. And then defensively goes out on the short field, which is nothing new to them right now. They get a stop, hold them to 3 points, and against EA, that's huge.
Yeah, and you hold them to 3 points, and then you get the ball back, and you go down, and you're able to get 3 points. And we saw Jonathan Bravo hit a field goal in his first action back in a while, and I'm sure it was good to see that.
Yeah, I mean, look, we had some bright spots, and one of them I definitely think was Johnny Bravo. I mean, the kid is really worked, and I thought Sammy got hurt, Hernandez got hurt, but I thought he was really good for Johnny. They pushed each other, they competed against each other, and I don't know that Bravo would have been this good at this point if it wasn't for Sammy pushing him and getting after him this whole year. So when his time came, he took advantage of it. I thought he did a great job with his kickoff. I thought he did a great job kicking his field goal and his PAT. And that's all you can ask out of the young buck. And we seem to be in pretty good hands with the kicker for the next few years.
And does it look like Hernandez is going to be out for the rest of the season? And is it correct that his injury did not come from football? It was soccer related?
Yep, club soccer on a Saturday, tore his knee up. I think he's going to be out even his senior year in soccer.
Wow. That's unfortunate, but yeah, I mean, such a good kid. When we look at both teams offensively, it looked like both of you were kind of okay with shortening the game and making it a little bit slower. Neither team seemed to be in too big of a hurry at times. It seemed like that was okay with both of you.
Yeah, I think right now with the way we are, we're playing pretty good defensively. I think offensively we got to continue to shorten the game and put together some drives, sustain some drives, and finish with some points. I think you go against the EA. There's no doubt they like to run the football and have the O-line to really do what I think they can really do whatever they want with that O-line. And our kids load up and fought against them. But I think you limit possessions as much as possible. But you have to take advantage of those limited possessions, and that's where we again did not get that done.
It's 17-3 at the half, EA with the advantage. What is the halftime like for Brett Beard and the Yellow Jackets? Y'all go in, y'all meet as coaches first, and then go into positions. What does the halftime look like for Denham Springs?
Well, I'll go in, I'll meet with the kids, and then split them up. And then the defense will go to the jacket room, offense will stay in the weight room, then I'll go in the coach's office and kind of meet with both sides of the ball and kind of see what their thoughts are, see where they're at, see what their adjustments they're making. And really just kind of let them work. Sometimes you got to light a fire in them. Sometimes you got to love on them. Sometimes you just got to be quiet and let them talk and, just get them refocused. And, really we were in a good spot again. Friday night, it seems like a lot of the message at halftime has been, guys, we haven't played all that well. We've dug ourselves a little hole, but it's not a bad hole for us not playing our game. It's okay. We've made a couple of mistakes. It's easy to get back. Don't panic. Got plenty of football, and try to go back out and get after that second half. So I mean, we've had a lot of that this year, but our guys are resilient. Our kids come out. We've played some pretty good second halves, and we just got to continue to press the issue of who we are and keep grinding it out, and hopefully get some good things happen to us, so where we can ride that momentum.
Speaking of momentum, it just swings so much in the last few weeks. We have just seen the pendulum swing so heavy one side, and it looks like it's all in your direction, and all of a sudden it just gets snatched away. And you talked about earlier how you're just one step away, but that momentum can just fall so quickly when you miss that step.
Yeah, and there's so many things that have happened, and there's no. It's like I tell our kids, the breaks of the game go against us. You don't let up. You don't point fingers. You don't make excuses. You don't put it on the officials. You don't complain or whine to each other. You simply get your job and you do it harder. And that's the only way you can overcome it. And good things, bad things are going to happen in the game of football. You just have to overcome it by going harder and playing the next play.
You talked about EA last week and about how big they were, and you could see it on film, but until you see them in person, their lines are really big up front, and just seemed late in that fourth quarter they were able to just wear you down because your defense was put in some bad spots again and was not able to convert a few drives offensively. You could just see that wear down start to happen there. But, I mean, credit to EA, they are a big front.
Yeah, that O-line is impressive. I've often wondered, looking at that O-line, what we would do with an O-line like that, because I do believe you can almost do whatever you want. I think they could really run any offense they wanted to run and be successful because of those dudes they got up front. They're big, they're physical, they're nasty, they play hard. And our kids, I thought, bowed up against them. That's one thing. Our guys are not scared of them. They're not going to shy away from them. Because of it, we're going to be better. We'll be better this week because of EA. And that's how we're approaching these next two games.
Colton LaBeouf, 2 big catches, keep some drives going for you. The first time we called his name in a while. And how nice was it for you to see him get involved last week?
Yeah, hey, when your number's called, you got to make plays. And, these guys are conditioned, kind of a man-up, man-down mentality, or a man-down, man-up mentality, to where when your number is called, it's your turn, go make it happen. And prove to us you can do it. And I thought he did just that. Kid had a couple of big plays. And, we look for somebody new this week to do the same thing, because the more guys we got step up that can give us threats that people have to be aware of, the better we're going to be offensively.
You talked about how special this senior class was to you and this program and what they have built and going forward. And obviously not the season they've been hoping for, but what did you see from those seniors and that ceremony last week before kickoff that was, memorable for you?
Yeah, well, I tell you, these kids are special. They've really built this program. I've been a part of it every step of the way. They're the first group I've had for 4 years, and I explained to them, this whole standard that we've built in this program is a legit program. It's a top-tier program, and that's not measured with wins and losses. You're going to have years in public school football where you're just not going to have the firepower to be as competitive as you want to be, because these kids want to be competitive, and then sometimes that's just not realistic if you don't have the dudes. But that's not where we're at, nor are we going to accept the fact that wins and losses are not going to be what your legacy is. The fact that you built this program and that this program is on a meteoric rise because of you, that is going to be your legacy. I said, and winning and losing, heck, boys, no matter what happens, you've already won. Look at where this program is from when you got here. It's better than it's ever been, or it's better than it's been in a long time. We owe these kids, and this senior group is, I love them and I appreciate them. They're going to do some great things for our world.
So that'll put a wrap on East Ascension and last regular season home game at Yellow Jacket Stadium. We will take a timeout. When we come back, we will look to this week's matchup with the Dutchtown Griffins. We are back after this Sporting Center Yellow Jacket warm-up.
Your locally owned full-service dry cleaner in Denham Springs is Quick and Handy Cleaners. Quick and Handy Cleaners can expertly handle all of your dry cleaning needs with friendly Livingston Parish hometown service. Quick and Handy Cleaners, family owned and operated by Scooter and Kay Keene, and serving Livingston Parish for 50 years. Quick and Handy Cleaners at 397 East Railroad with locations in Walker and Watson. Quick and Handy Cleaners.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Small Sliders is now open in Denham Springs. At Small Sliders, they are obsessed with serving up premium, delicious cheeseburger sliders. Keep it simple with a single patty. Make it a Biggie Smalls. That's double patty, double cheese. Or add a colossal stack of bacon, Drew Brees style. And perfect for tailgating, Smalls party packs with 25 sliders and a tray of fries. Never frozen, pattied in-house, and cooked to order. That's Small Sliders, Aspen Square in Denham Springs.
Hey guys, this is Steve and Ben Wilson with Peak Performance Physical Therapy. With both of us being graduates of Denham Springs High School, we are proud to be on the sidelines on Friday nights, helping to ensure these athletes stay safe.
However, we also realize that injuries are a common part of life, so whether you're hurt at home, on the job, or in the community, please understand that we are here to help with all of your rehab needs. While we enjoy treating the athletes of Livingston, we love treating the entire Livingston population as well.
So come see us at Peak Performance Physical Therapy for all of your rehab needs.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Aspen Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at JohnTimeProductions.com are brought to you in part by Danny Pauline of 5 Star Printing, Horace Wilkinson State Farm Insurance, Rustic Home Outlet and Mattress Express Outlet, Sport Clips, DJ Pawn and Gun, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, and L. Chain Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, Denham Springs and Dutchtown from Griffin Stadium for a District 5-5A contest. I'm Josh Ward. We continue our conversation with head coach of the Yellow Jackets, Coach Brett Beard. Dutchtown at 6-1, 2-1 in district play. They've been playing well, Coach, and they sit at 5 in the power points. No question, this is a must-win for Denham Springs to try to get back into the tournament this year.
Well, I mean, that's one thing I love about this district. I mean, every game is a big game. Every game is a playoff atmosphere. Great communities backing great programs with great coaching and great players. And, hey, this is no different. And I'm excited to go to Griffin Stadium. It's a sweet place to play. And excited for our kids to get on that stage and show what they can do.
Coach Guy Mastretta been successful everywhere he's been. He seems to always have his teams ready to play.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the best. I don't know Guy as well as some of the others in those trees or that tree, that Sid Edwards tree, but I think he does a great job. He does have the track record. He'll have his guys ready to play, and I don't expect any type of a different game than a physical game, a disciplined game, and we're going to have to blow up and play to beat them. There
are things that people don't see outside of Friday night, the preparation that these kids and coaches put into getting to that Friday night. What does a week of practice at this point in the season? Some coaches have a pullback mentality. Some they kind of flip their script of how they do things. At this point in the season, how do you run practice in preparation for these games?
But there's a lot of things that's changed over the years. We used to do a lot more thinking more was better. We've gotten a lot smarter on how we do things and prepare. Depending on an odd and even week with our floating block, we have meetings and weights in the morning. 2 times a week, Monday and Wednesday, and then we have meetings on Tuesday and walkthrough on Thursday, and then we have a 20-period practice on Monday, which is kind of an introduction day. We'll get a little nasty, kind of knock the rust off of the weekend, and then Tuesday we'll crank it up a little more, go 18 periods, but get physical, and then we kind of taper down to Wednesdays and 16-period practice, and we go full pads every day. Even though we taper off a little bit, it's more for safety than it is anything else. I mean, sometimes you put on shells or just shorts with helmets and shoulder pads. The way we play kind of changes. So we go full pads every day, just more, like I said, so they don't bang their knees or risk any injury of on a Wednesday 16-period practice where we're a lot of situations and 2-minute and third downs and different things that we just got to have our kids comfortable with. And then on Thursday, we got a really good walkthrough. We've gotten to where we sprint on Monday and on Thursdays just to kind of shock the nervous system. So it's constantly firing and fast for Friday. And then play our game on Friday. And then Saturday morning, we're back at it at 8 a.m. treatment, 9 o'clock meetings, and then we lift weights after.
Sounds like it gets to be quite a grind at this point of the season, no doubt.
Yeah, but it's worth every bit of it. I mean, you want to give these kids a chance to be a part of a special high school football program to create these memories and have a chance to be successful. And, that's what it's all about. We do things the right way, and we make these young boys into men and, try to help these parents as much as we can and get them to understand hard work and commitment and being better.
All right, as we look at Dutchtown on the offensive side of the ball, let's get into some of the X's and O's of this one. They had quite a showing at Santa Mall last week. Their offense looks to be hitting on all cylinders. The quarterback, O'Quinn, looks like he can throw it. Looks like he can run it. They just seem to be playing very well right now.
Yeah, look, they want to run the football, and the teams that run the quarterback can give defenses fits, and they'll do that again this week. You can gain a player in the run game. You can sometimes create more gaps that are tougher to cover with certain angles. You got to bring different players out of different spots to cover up those gaps and those angles, and then of course it can cause the pass game to open up because it's a little different look. But Dutchtown is again really good up front on the O-line. They've got skill that can beat you, and I think their run game is really good, and I think they're getting more creative off the run game with some of the pass game. I saw a couple of good things that they do with the tight end that are give you different reads to those outside backers, where you can get a run read, and the next thing you know, they're flipping out and catching passes, and they do some really good stuff. And we're going to have to be disciplined. We're going to have to be physical, And again, if we can figure out a way to get up a couple scores and make them throw the football and get them out of that run game, we could be in a really good spot.
Well, you talked about how EA was so big up front and how that would make you better this week. And as you mentioned, Dutchtown is big up front there. And you're right, what they do is they open so much for that run game. All the stuff they're doing out of the backfield now, it makes you, you got to be on your P's and Q's there.
Yeah, and the one thing they do, that you're going to see the O-line is pretty tight, and they just like to get aggressive and come off the ball. But like I said, you go against somebody like an EA, I'm not going to say Dutchtown's O-line is lesser than EA or not as good as EA, but in our kids' minds, you've gone against what could be the biggest, best offensive line in the state. So everybody else now is going to be lanyap, and you're going to have a confidence against them. And, Dutchtown, again, really good up front. They run a little tighter splits, and they're just going to get physical and try to push you around. And, we got to hold up and be where we're supposed to be.
When you look at the defensive side of Dutchtown, they seem to be pretty good size there as well, but they seem to be flying to the ball right now. They seem to be in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah, a guy we're familiar with, Chris Harrell, is the DC, does a phenomenal job. I really like the guy a lot. And he met with me and Smitty quite a few times and talked ball a lot as he came up through the ranks. He really does a phenomenal job. And, you could tell he likes to get aggressive, and he's got some exotic blitzes and gets after it and fires some nice bullets when it's time to fire them. But he does a good job of, you could tell it's probably pretty simple base defense to where those guys can read and react and go play fast, go play aggressive. And because they're so well coached and so sound, they do a great job defensively. And it's going to be no different this week, and a great challenge for us.
All right, for Denham Springs offensively, we saw Goldman go the distance in last week's game with East Ascension. Are we sticking with Goldman all the way, or do you expect to see both quarterbacks come in tonight with Jerry Horn getting some time?
Yeah, I think we're going to let Jerry. I think Jerry had the better week this week. No knock on the Horn. No knock on Goldman. I think he's done a phenomenal job for us. But at the end of the day, the one stat that sticks out is 7 points and 10 points. We got to look for that spark offensively, see if we can get something going. And Jerry's had the better week of practice, so we're going to give him the first crack at it again this week and see if we can get something going. Again, we have the luxury of having two really good quarterbacks, one with some experience and the other now with a little experience that's just a young gun that's up and coming. But we think Jerry, like I said, has had the better week of preparation, the better practices, and played better in the JV game. So we're going to let him have the start.
What would make Coach Brett Beard happy for this offense to come out and do Friday night against Dutchtown that maybe you haven't seen yet?
For one, let's negate some of the little mistakes we're making. We have proven that when we don't make the mistakes and shoot ourselves in the foot, that we can move the football and finish drives and get pretty nasty. It seems like the last few weeks we've gone backwards, where when it's an 11-man game and only 9 guys at a time are doing their job, they got to understand that 2 people that aren't doing their job are killing us. And if we can clean that up and do the little things, just give us a chance for our running backs to go work and go play. That'll excite me. If I can see our quarterbacks quit trying to take so many shots downfield and just run the offense, I think we got a chance to be really good, and I'll be really excited to see where it goes.
Obviously, this team definitely has these 2 games left. What I think you would kind of like to see as well is to come out, play loose, have some fun. You're with your brothers for at least 2 more weeks. You make some things happen, you can go further. But, this game, it goes away quickly.
Yeah, look, we try to get our kids to play free and play fearless as many times as possible and leave everything on the field. I tell them all the time, like, when this is over, it's over. The worst thing you can do is listen to the outside noise and let it creep inside your head and then, lose a game or two to where it kind of got away from you because in your head you just went completely into it and it's over. These guys just come back to work every day for the next 2 weeks, give us everything they can. This group is leaving successful no matter what, and they've already won because this program is better.
Absolutely, Coach. We look forward to a great game. Always appreciate your time. We will talk with you next week.
Absolutely, man. Josh, appreciate you. Mom, Dad, love you. Talk to y'all soon.
I was head coach of the Yellow Jackets, Brett Beard. We are back after this on Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
Do you have a go-to doctor when you're sick? Now more than ever, having a primary care provider you know and trust is essential. It's time to put your health first and schedule a visit with a North Oaks primary care provider today. From annual checkups to health screenings and everything in between, our team of providers are ready to provide the care you need to stay healthy. Call 985-230-APPT today to schedule an appointment or schedule online at northoaks.org/PCP.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Hey, it's Max Sellers from Ralph Sellers Chevrolet. We're again excited to be a sponsor of the Denham Springs Fighting Yellow Jackets football team this year. We appreciate all the support from your community in our first few years in business, and we are excited about things to come. Whether it's a new or used car, truck, or SUV, award-winning service from our dedicated service and parts staff, or even an outstanding collision repair for your vehicle, Ralph Sellers Chevrolet wants to earn your business. From our Ralph Sellers Chevrolet dealership family to your school family, go Jackets!
Bond Roten Eye Clinic is your full-service eye care specialist. Dr. Hunter Bond and Dr. Chris Roten and their staff expertly handle all of your eye care needs. A former Jackets football player, Dr. Hunter Bond is proud to serve the Denham Springs community that gave so much to him. You can visit Bond Roten Eye Clinic at 222 Veterans Boulevard in Denham Springs or call 791-2020. That's Bond Roten Eye Clinic in Denham Springs with locations in Hammond and Ames.
You might know that State Farm agent Brandy Robertson has great service. She's your good neighbor after all. But did you know State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep, that's right. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Brandy Robertson has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Denham Springs. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Karam Inn, Triton Outpatient Clinic, La Casa Casino, Duke's Seafood and Steakhouse, Modad One Individual Sewage Treatment System, Forest Grove Plantation, and Billy Lynch Professional Title Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Peak Performance Physical Therapy has been serving the wonderful people of Livingston Parish for over 20 years now. This is Ben Wilson, Denham Springs High School, class of 98.
And the much younger Stephen Wilson, class of 2003. We are honored to have the opportunity to help those in our community return to a normal way of life following injury. From the geriatric population to the young athlete, we are committed to helping you become stronger, faster, and better.
So for all of your physical therapy and rehab needs, come see us at Peak Performance Physical Therapy, located in Denham Springs at 145 Aston Square, or visit our website at peakperformancephysicaltherapy.com.
Hey, assistant, what's the best way to stay connected to my Demco account information?
It's easy to take control of your account by registering at demco.org.
What will I be able to do when I register?
Everything from viewing and paying your bill to reporting outages and contacting customer service. Also, sign up for text alerts to get the information you need when you need it. There's even an app for iPhone and Android. Register today at www.demco.org.
For more than 120 years, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as a news source for our community. It is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com and can be found via social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. The news also launched the LPN Weekly, a podcast. Each episode takes a closer look at a single issue of importance to Livingston Parish or an extended conversation with local newsmakers. The LPN Weekly can be found on major podcasts like Apple, Google, and Spotify, as well as their website. The Livingston Parish News, your community news source since 1898.
Hey, assistant, what's the best way to stay connected to my Demco account information?
It's easy to take control of your account by registering at demco.org.
What will I be able to do when I register?
Everything from viewing and paying your bill to reporting outages and contacting customer service. Also, sign up for text alerts to get the information you need when you need it. There's even an app for iPhone and Android. Register today at www.demco.org.
Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm up. Yellow Jackets and Dutchtown from Dutchtown High School. Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington. And Mitch, as we get ready to get going here from Dutchtown, PowerPoints, very big thing right now. Everyone's kind of honing in on what that looks like. Denham Springs standing at 37 right now. Obviously, we talked about must-win here tonight, obviously, to try to get into the playoffs. And Dutchtown sitting at number 5. You look at your district, you got Dutchtown at 5, Walker at 6, Santa Maria at 8. 3 teams in your district, top 10.
Well, the bad news is that loss last week. We took a big tumble in the power ratings and where we stand right now. But the good news, 2 very strong teams ahead of you. And when I say that's good news, is because you can rack up a lot of power points if you get a win here against Dutchtown. And then next week we got Walker, and they've another team that's got a lot of wins right now. So that's a lot of points that could come your way if you get both wins. And that's what the Jackets have to do. They know where they stand. They need to win both games to try and get in that playoff hunt. And so that's what the task is in front of them.
All right, so we know that Jerry Horn is going to get the start for the Yellow Jackets at quarterback. So you got Goldman there in case something were to happen or, things just aren't going the right way. But Jerry Horn getting the start after a few weeks out. Does he come in fresh? How do you think he's going to look?
He's been ready to go. They've both been playing in JV games the last couple of weeks, trying to battle it out. They've been battling it out in practice, trying to figure out who's playing the best, who's going to give them the best chance to win. Goldman's done some good things the last few weeks. However, at the end of the day, the points aren't there on the board. We haven't had enough maybe big plays, and maybe that's the thing that Horn might be able to give us, whether Horn breaks the pocket and runs with his feet or whether he hits the deep ball. He's done that a few times this year, throwing the ball down the field. He's got a great arm, and so maybe that's looking for more big play possibilities with Jerry Horn back in there. Look, Jerry's got a lot of experience. He started a few games as a freshman. He started a first-round playoff game on the road, and we won at Central. Started a second-round playoff game at home against Ouachita. And then last year with Reese Mooney, they went a lot back and forth. Horn played a ton of football, so he's got a lot more experience right now. I think they're trying to go back to that and see if they can give the offense a spark.
Well, I think Coach Beard said it right there. It's going to be what they saw during the week, during practice and the JV game, and right now it's Jerry Horn. So I'm interested to see how he comes out after sitting on the bench for a few weeks. See if he comes out with a little extra pep here tonight. We'll wait to see on that. Obviously, the running game for the Yellow Jackets has been good with R.J. Johnson, Hudson Byers in the backfield. But we've seen a lot of people get involved with this Jackets offense. Got to get something going here tonight. We talk about just one step behind each week. It's time to take that step.
Well, they've got a tough challenge ahead for them. I'll tell you what, I've looked at Dutchtown on film, and they've got some athletes out there. Now, look, they're a little bit different than East Ascension. East Ascension has a lot of big bodies, but maybe not as fast-moving. But Dutchtown has a lot of good size, but they also move quick. They've got some good-looking defensive players. They blitz a lot, too. They're moving around. Our offensive line is going to have to be sharp, trying to pick up the blitzing linebackers. They'll bring corners off the edge. They're bringing pressure, and so it's going to be a challenge on the offense to pick those up. But if a team is blitzing, if you can pick it up and hit a seam, there's not a lot behind you in the secondary because you've blitzed right through it, and you might hit some big plays out of that.
Coach Beard called it exotic blitzing, so we'll see how he's familiar with some of these guys on this coaching staff. Obviously, we had Mike Janis, offensive coordinator for Dutchtown, visit us at Santa Maria a couple weeks ago. So a little some familiar faces here for Dutchtown and Denham Springs.
Yeah, the offensive side, Dutchtown, they're going to spread it out, but unlike EA and just pound it right at you. Dutchtown's still more heavily run, but they're spread running. They got a lot of fast guys and quick quarterback, kind of a little water bug out there getting through the defense. So a different challenge, although it is a run-first attack, a different challenge than we saw last week.
All right, we're going to take a quick timeout. Be ready for kickoff here from Dutchtown High School after this on Yellow Jackets football.
C&M Outdoor Power
Hit that light,
and
please,
Skag Lawnmower. Combination. C&M Outdoor Power Equipment provides the highest quality Skag products and services for their customers, and C&M is always there to answer questions, with customers leaving C&M knowing how to use and maintain their purchased equipment properly. Locally owned and operated by Travis Murray and his family, C&M has been satisfying Livingston Parish customers since 1965, featuring Skag mowers. That's C&M Power Sales and Service, corner of Florida and Cuban in Denham Springs.
It is going to be kickoff for Dutchtown. It is Michael Mathern with the kickoff. We've got a flag on the play here. Anyway, that'll wrap it up for Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, brought to you by Sporting Center, proudly serving Livingston Parish since 1977. At Sporting Center, they have everything you need from athletic equipment to school uniforms. Go see Stacy Phipps, James Adam McCants, and their terrific staff over at Sporting Center. That's 205 South Range Avenue in Denham Springs. So it wasn't
a flag. Just the kicker jumped the gun. He's ready to go, and he kicked it before the ball had been marked in play. The official in the back hadn't blown the ball ready, so he kicked it early. Could throw a delay a game for that maybe. I don't know. You kick it too quick, and you got to reset everything back up. But
well, it gave us a second to get reset.
It did, but on a positive, I think we know how they're going to try and kick. They went with the sky kick, kicking it short, and then we had Brian Hawkins over there in the spot to field it. So a good skill player maybe can catch and run with it if they keep the same strategy.
It is Manuel Cardona to kick it away for Dutchtown. Ball is teed up at the 40-yard line, ready to get underway here from Dutchtown. And here is the kick. Going to be a short end over end. It's going to be fair caught, 31-yard line for the Yellow Jackets, and they will have it 1st and 10.
Nice job. I didn't get all the way back to Brian Hawkins that time. That was Grant Crane right there. Was able to catch it as an up back, so decent field position because that kick was not real deep. So a good fair catch there, and the Jackets start looks like the 31 or 32-yard line.
Yep, looks like it's going to be 31, I believe. So it'll be 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets just underway here from Dutchtown. Again, Jerry Horn getting the start for the Yellow Jackets. We'll see what Denham Springs comes out here. Obviously, we saw last week both teams with East Ascension and Denham Springs trying to play in a slower game. So we'll see what Denham Springs does here on their first possession.
Here's an odd set.
Here is 5-receiver set for Horn as he will send men in motion now. He had a lineman out lined up at receiver. Now there's going to be a bunch set. Horn will get the snap. Delayed handoff in the backfield is going to be to Johnson, and Johnson will get to the 35-yard line as he'll pick up about 4 on the carry.
Actually, that's sophomore. That's Brenton Paul right there, running back, got the first carry. So sophomore Brenton Paul in there at tailback. Yeah, they came out, spread out real wide. We had people all over the place. Linemen are split out wide like receivers. Then we shifted back in and run the ball there, kind of get Dutchtown moving around, picked up about 4 yards. But, yeah, sophomore Brenton Paul.
Brenton Paul, first carry of the night for the Yellow Jackets. It's going to be 2nd down for Denham Springs. Going to be 2nd and 6, 34. Excuse me, they're on 35-yard line. Here's a toss in the backfield. That's going to be Paul again, and he is going to lose about 2 yards on that carry.
Yeah, a lot of defensive players there for Dutchtown. Like I said, they're big and fast, and they move around quickly. You had Joshua Lewis, a defensive end there, plus outside linebackers in there quickly. Nice job by Zaylen White, one of their outside linebackers, or strong safety, really getting up in there tight. So they're playing a lot of guys up close to the line of scrimmage, and that may be something, maybe with Jerry Horn, we might try and take the top off it a little bit and hit a deep ball here or there just to back them out.
Yep, and Yellow Jackets kind of going with that slower offense right now, not trying to get in too big of a hurry here as the clock will be their friend here tonight. It will be Horn from the shotgun, empty backfield, sends Paul into motion, waits for the snap, gets it, drops back, looks to throw on 3rd down. It's going to be an incomplete intended receiver.
That's going to be Sean Goldman, number 15.
Oh, that's right.
He
switched. Yep, he did. Sure did. He went from 83 to 15.
Yep. That's right. That's the twin brother of Sean Goldman, who's quarterbacked a lot. But that's Sean Goldman, the receiver. He was hooked up over the middle of the field. Throw just went a little bit high. Now, McBride was also in the area. 2 guys kind of running in the same spot. A little bit of a cross up there. Not sure where the mix-up was, but regardless of how it happened, Jackets are going to be facing a 3-and-out and have to get the punt team out.
4th down and 9 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 32-yard line. It will be Trenton Harrison to punt it away for the Yellow Jackets. Back to receive is going to be Lathan Riley for Dutchtown. And it is going to be a blocked punt again. Harrison is going to have to fall on it back at the 17-yard line. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
You are our first priority at Innovative Audio. Innovative Audio offers the very best selection of mobile audio and video, window tint, and vehicle security. Innovative Audio's installation and tinting is the finest in the industry. And Innovative Audio's work comes with lifetime warranties on all audio, video, and tint installations. Most importantly, Innovative Audio specializes in serving you. You are our first priority at Innovative Audio, 1400 South Range, Denham Springs. Visit us on Facebook.
Going to be 1st and 10 for Dutchtown. Ball will be at the Denham Springs 18-yard line. Here's Oquan, hands it off in the backfield to Dukes the third, and he is going to come to the near side. It'll be pushed out of bounds around the 5-yard line. It will be 1st and goal for the Griffins.
Yeah, that's just not the start the Jackets needed at all. Other teams watch film. They've seen that we've had some struggles in the punt game, and they loaded up to come back for the block, and they got it and get a real short field to start out. That first run was almost a touchdown, only got tripped up at the end.
Oquan on 1st and goal, 5-yard line. It is going to be from a shotgun formation. Has Dukes in the backfield. We'll check the sideline now. And they will get reset. Dukes will now go to Oquan's right. Gets the snap. Hands it off to Dukes. Goes up the middle. And Dukes is going to get positive yards as he'll be brought down. Looks about the Denham Springs 2-yard line.
Yeah, pretty good job in there in the middle. Caden Davis, your senior nose tackle, right up in the middle, stuffing it up in there. And, of course, our inside linebackers, Trevor Lewis and Kai Dwaron, stepping up there. That was just an inside zone play trying to get between the guards. Either a gap, he could pick whichever side he found, but pretty good job in the interior of the defense for the Jackets on that one.
All right, so it is going to be 2nd and goal for Dutchtown. Denham Springs 2-yard line, scoreless here, 9:35 left in the first quarter. And it is going to be O'Quinn from the shotgun. Dukes will remain in the backfield, one receiver out to either side. O'Quinn will bark out some instructions to get set again, and here is the snap. Will be another handoff to Dukes, who goes up the middle, and he is at the goal line waiting for the signal, and they're going to say he is short, it looks like.
The only ones giving the signal were the Dutchtown linemen.
That's right.
The referee on the sideline came to mark it. There isn't much room between the ball and the goal line, but it is short at the moment.
All right, so it's going to be 3rd and goal from the goal line, 1-yard line for Dutchtown. It is going to be O'Quinn from the shotgun yet again. Same formation, but Dukes is lined up to his left now. Here is the snap. Hands it off to Dukes again, and Dukes will walk that one in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Dutchtown. I'm not going to like saying that tonight.
Well, that's what the announcer says on the PA system, so we don't want to say it a whole lot. But tell you what, watching their coaches signaling some plays from the sideline, I'm wishing we had some help from Jim Harbaugh in Michigan. Maybe we could steal a few signs and get a little tip on what's happening. But like I said, just rough start. You give Dutchtown the ball inside their own 20 to start out with, and that's not a recipe for success for us tonight.
Sends out Michael Mathern to attempt the extra point with 8:44 left here in the first quarter. Here is a snap. Kick is up through the uprights. Extra point is good, and it is Dutchtown 7, Yellow Jackets 0, and we are back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care, Safe Voyage Tattoo, Use Safe and Lock, Buddy's Barbecue, Adams Smoke Shop, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, and Coconut Willie's Daiquiris. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Do you have a go-to doctor when you're sick? Now more than ever, having a primary care provider you know and trust is essential. It's time to put your health first and schedule a visit with a North Oaks primary care provider today. From annual checkups to health screenings and everything in between, our team of providers are ready to provide the care you need to stay healthy. Call 985-230-APPT today to schedule an appointment or schedule online at northoaks.org/PCP.
Welcome back in Yellow Jackets football. It is 7-0. Here's the kickoff from Dutchtown. It is going to be fielded at the 20-yard line on the return for Denham Springs. It's going to be Brian Hawkins as he gets to the 26. 1st and 10 now for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Hawkins called it on the far right sideline about the number, tried to get all the way across to the left side. So although he ran a lot of yards, they were mostly horizontally going sideways. And so we only picked up about 3 or 4 yards there on the return. And so the Jackets are taking over on the 26-yard line. Now, you know, we need to get something going, a nice play early on, maybe some kind of trick play or some kind of deep shot early if we can get a ball downfield, get some energy, get some enthusiasm with this offense because, we've been struggling a little bit the last couple of weeks.
It's going to be 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets. That will be from the 26-yard line. Here is Horn. We'll hand it off in the backfield to Paul again. Paul will try to go off to the right side, and we'll pick up about 2 yards on the carry.
Yeah, trying to get on that right side of the offensive line and found a little bit of wiggle room. But interesting to see, like we mentioned, Brenton Paul. It's not R.J. Johnson or it's not
fresh legs for the second half.
there we go. Trying to keep him up in there and keep him safe. Or, obviously we're looking for Hudson Byers at times too. But Brenton Paul's got a bright future ahead of him, and coaches are ready to get him to action right now.
And it will be Horn from the shotgun. We're going to call it 2nd and 7 from the 29-yard line. Here's Horn. Looks to throw. Rolls. Has pressure coming. Going to throw it downfield. He's going to have to throw that one out of bounds as he was able to get rid of that one with pressure coming.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. They're going to bring some blitzes. It's a 3-man front, kind of a 3-4 look, but they've got linebackers coming. They got outside backers. They've got safeties they'll bring. They'll bring cornerbacks off the edge. He was trying to get it out there to Sean Goldman, the receiver. Remember, twin brother of Sean Goldman, but he was running a little out route as Horn was rolling to him, but he had a lot of pressure in his face, wasn't able to get a good throw off.
Going to be 3rd and 7 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 29-yard line. It will be Horn from the shotgun. Has 3 receivers out to the far sideline. Waits for the snap. Will get it. will drop back, looks to throw, fires it. It is going to be caught, and that is going to be Peyton Puffer on the catch, but he will be shy of the first down as he's going to be brought down at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, everybody run little stop routes, little hitches right there, and hopefully if Puffer could have caught that with room to run, maybe he could have turned upfield and gotten a first down, but he kind of had to reach out far to his side and went down after he caught it. So even though we got the completion, we're about 2 yards short, and then out comes the punt unit, which quite honestly, I would think Coach Beard might think about going for it here. We've had some struggles in the punt game pretty much all year long.
Going to be 4th and 2 for the Yellow Jackets. That is Harrison back to receive the punt. Here is the snap. Punt is away, and it is going to hit at the Dutchtown 40, to the 40, down to the 35. It'll be 1st and 10 for Dutchtown after this quick timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sportin' Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sportin' Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
1st and 10 for Dutchtown. They lead at 7-0 over the Yellow Jackets. 1st and 10 for Dutchtown. Their own 36-yard line. It is going to be O'Quinn from the shotgun here. It's going to be a direct snap. This time it's going to be to Harvey out of the backfield, and he is going to get to the 40-yard line. So a little wildcat here for Dutchtown as it is Lakedron Harvey on the carry.
Yeah, Dutchtown will do that a little bit. That's a little bit of a direct snap, but they've got the quarterback is not in the game at the moment. They're just going to direct snap it to one of these fast running backs. They've got a couple blockers out in front of him and trying to make some things happen here.
Going to be 2nd and 6. It is Harvey in the backfield. It is going to be a direct to Dukes, and Dukes will fake the handoff. He gets to midfield, still on his feet, gets into Yellow Jacket territory as he will be brought down at the Denham Springs 42-yard line. First down for Dutchtown with 6:33 left here. First quarter action, Dutchtown 7, Denham Springs 0.
Yes, on those two plays, they've had Dukes and Harvey both in the backfield at the same time. That time, Dukes faked the handoff to Harvey and kept on a little counter. He almost had a seam to take it to the house. Kai Dwaron did a good job of trying to wrap him up, and even though it did take a little while to get him down, he might have stopped the touchdown because there was a lot of room to run.
1st and 10 for Dutchtown, Denham Springs 42-yard line. It is O'Quinn in at quarterback now. Here is a snap. We'll hand it to Dukes. Dukes will toss it in the backfield. There's going to be a two Spears, check that. That is Caden McKay, and he gets a big gain on the carry as he gets down to about the Denham Springs 5-yard line. See where they mark this one. Actually going to be the 10-yard line. Sorry about that. Got lost on the play there with the reverse, but Caden Mackey who got it on the reverse, and it is 1st and goal now for Dutchtown.
It was a tall sweep up to the left, but then they reversed it to the receiver, Mackey, coming back around to the right side, and he found room around the outside of the Jacket defense.
O'Quinn on 1st and goal, 10-yard line. We'll work it from the shotgun. We'll check the sideline now. 6:02 left here, first quarter. And Dutchtown looking to score again. O'Quinn from the shotgun has two receivers out to the far side, one to the near. Gets the snap, will hand it off to Dukes. Dukes coming to the near sideline, spins around off of one guy at the 5-yard line and will go out of bounds about the 5. He just kept hitting that spin move, going circle, circle, circle.
He kept spinning, but Kai Dwaron stayed with him, and he tried to bounce off the tackle, but Kai Dwaron kept his feet, and he kept on working and didn't fall off of the tackle. And so every time the running back was spinning, he kept knocking him out more and more toward the sideline. So a good job by Dwaron on that play.
All right, so it's going to be 2nd and goal now for Dutchtown. Denham Springs 5-yard line. O'Quinn from the shotgun will get the snap, will fake the handoff. O'Quinn going to keep him himself. He's at the 5-yard line, inside the 5. Looks like he's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 2.
Yeah, Rancher Miller coming up from his safety spot, of course, near the goal line. He can play up close to the line of scrimmage and did a good job of stopping O'Quinn before he could get to the corner. And then Trevor Lewis also there chasing from behind was able to help tag team to make that tackle and keep him short of the goal line. So Jackets have done a good job on 1st and 2nd down here, and now it's going to be 3rd and goal from looks like about the 2-yard line. Yep. And now comes a big boy package. And a while ago they had direct snaps to running backs, but this is more of a power package, and that's an outside linebacker quarterback at the moment.
Yep, Diego Spears will be in on this one, and so will Carter Hanberry. Here is the snap. It is going to be to Hanberry, and he is going to be stopped for a loss on the play as they'll push him back to the 6-yard line. Will be 4th and goal now for Dutchtown.
Every play you make them run inside the 10, you got a chance for something good to happen, and they bring in a big package with a jumbo package there. And as you said, Carter Hanberry was at quarterback, but he bobbled the snap. Snap came to him, hit off his hands. He had to go around about to the 10-yard line to pick it up. Didn't have a chance really to get back to the line of scrimmage. So the Jacket defense, after the reverse, got him down there inside the 10-yard line, have done a good job of holding him out the end zone for now.
Going to be a 23-yard attempt by Michael Mathern for Dutchtown with 4:35 left here in the first quarter. Mathern will wait for the snap. It is going to be up, and the field goal is good. So it is going to be Dutchtown 10, Denham Springs 0, 4:28 left. First quarter action. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by BJ Pawn and Gun, Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, Liberty Auto Sales, Cypress Pharmacy, Burning Lotus Tattoo of Denham Springs, and Rustic Home Outlet and Mattress Express Outlet. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Small Sliders is now open in Denham Springs. At Small Sliders, they are obsessed with serving up premium, delicious cheeseburger sliders. Keep it simple with a single patty. Make it a Biggie Smalls. That's double patty, double cheese. Or add a colossal stack of bacon, Drew Brees style. And perfect for tailgating, Smalls party packs with 25 sliders and a tray of fries. Never frozen, pattied in-house, and cooked to order. That's Small Sliders, Aspen Square in Denham Springs.
It is Dutchtown 10, Denham Springs 0. Cardona to kick it off for Dutchtown. Has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Steps up. Here is the kick, end over end. It is going to be caught about the 23-yard line. That is going to be Hawkins again. Gets to the 30, 35, still on his feet. Going to be tackled shy of the 40-yard line. Looks like they'll mark him down at the Denham Springs 39. Will be first down for the Yellow Jackets.
Hawkins gave a similar effort as last time, but this time he's able to find a little crease in the middle of the Dutchtown kickoff coverage as he turned it back upfield with a solid return. So Jackets now have it at the 39-yard line, so decent field position here to start this third drive.
First and 10, Yellow Jackets, they trail it by 10 with 4:21 left here in the first quarter. It is Horn from the shotgun, empty backfield. Here is the snap. He drops back, looks to throw, fires it. It is going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was Mason Varese on the far side at about the 42.
Yeah, another little stop route, trying to just pick up some yards on first down, try to get 4 or 5 yards if we can. Throw didn't quite get out there to Varese. It was at his shoes tops, and he wasn't able to come up with it. So playing 2nd and 10.
Will be 2nd and 10, 39-yard line for the Yellow Jackets. They will have Horn from the shotgun, 3 receivers out to the far side. Here is a snap. We'll hand it off to Paul. Paul coming to his left side will get across the 40, be brought down at his own 41.
Just interesting to see that Brenton Paul has gotten all the carries tonight. He's been in there every snap so far on the offensive side of the ball. Brenton Paul, who we've seen in some of the earlier games when we were blowing out some teams in the second half, you know, what you might consider mop-up duty. But now he's getting a start tonight, and he's getting a lot of work out there.
Going to be 3rd and 8 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 41-yard line with 3:45 left here in the first quarter. Dutchtown 10, Denham Springs 0. Here is Horn from the shotgun. Drops back, looking to throw, throwing it downfield, looking for McBride, and it is going to be incomplete at the Dutchtown 30-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down now for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, we got kind of what we were looking for. McBride was in a one-on-one spot, and Horn tried to lay it out in front of him, see if he might be able to run underneath it and make a play, but the cornerback did a good job of staying with him and kind of was able to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
So it's going to be Trent Harrison coming on to punt it away on 4th and 8 from their own 41-yard line for Denham Springs. Back to receive is going to be Riley for Dutchtown as he waits for the snap about his own 30-yard line. Harrison will get the snap, will come down, will get the punt away, and it is going to be a fair catch by the Griffins and Riley. It'll be first down for Dutchtown after this quick timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
1st and 10, Dutchtown. It is going to be from their own 27-yard line. Check that 28-yard line. Here is O'Quinn looking to throw. He does. Is caught on the far sideline at the 35, the 40. Still on his feet across the 45, tackled shy of the midfield mark. That is going to be Dukes on the catch. And first down for Dutchtown.
Yeah, that's just a blown coverage for the Jackets. He came out of the backfield. He motioned before the ball was snapped out wide. A lot of teams do that now, a little fly motion, and nobody went with him. So the quarterback just threw it out there to him, and he ran for about 20 yards.
1st and 10 for Dutchtown. It will be from the 47-yard line. They'll play it at their own 47 with a 10-point lead over Denham Springs with 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. O'Quinn from the shotgun will get the snap. Will hand it off in the backfield. That is going to be to Harvey this time, as he will be pushed out of bounds around the midfield mark.
Good job on the outside. That looks like Rancher Miller came up from his safety spot. Just a little counter run for Dutchtown, pulling the backside guard and tackle, getting both the big boys in front of the running back there, getting in front of, not Riley, but number 6, I'm sorry. That Harvey. But good tackle by Rancher Miller as he came up and made a tackle for a short gain.
All right, so it is going to be 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd and 8. Check that. 2nd and 8 from their own 49-yard line for Dutchtown. O'Quinn gets the snap. Will hand it off to Harvey. Harvey coming to the near side. Will be tackled right at midfield. Will be 3rd down for the Griffins. And, this Yellow Jackets defense in some tough spots, already here, but able to hold Dutchtown to a field goal now, and you still see them getting after it here.
2 impressive plays right there for the Jackets. Brian Hawkins with a good tackle as they tried to stretch the ball wide to the sideline. Hawkins came up, made a nice sure tackle, so very nice play there. Now facing their first 3rd and long for Dutchtown, and we'll see if the defense can hold up and force a punt.
All right, on 3rd down from midfield, O'Quinn will wait for it out of the shotgun. 3 receivers out to the far sideline. Here is the snap. He's going to look to throw. He has Dukes again, and Dukes is going to get across midfield in the Yellow Jacket territory as he's brought down inside the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Dutchtown. Minute 30 left here, first quarter.
Similar to the play they hit on the first play of this possession as far as Dukes came out of the backfield, but it wasn't a quick motion there. He just lined up next to the quarterback, and on the snap, he flared out to the left, and once again, nobody was out there with him. Trevor Lewis was trying to run him down, but a little bit late on the coverage.
All right, going to be 1st down for Dutchtown, 38-yard line of Denham Springs. O'Quinn with the snap will fake the handoff, looks to throw quickly, and it is going to be off the hands of his receiver. Intended receiver for Dutchtown was Riley, and it is going to be 2nd down.
I think that was Logan Mayu, the receiver they tried to get to number 3.
Oh, 3.
First time we've seen him. Right? That's right.
No, I did. I had to make in my notes. I had to change something. I had that.
But they had they little play action on the inside, trying to throw a quick, skinny little glance route. They call that almost like that RPO, but I think it was a pass all the way. Jackets got lucky; it bounced off the receiver.
2nd and 10 for Dutchtown now. O'Quinn waits for it out of the shotgun. Will get the snap. Will hand it off. That is going to be to Dukes. Dukes patiently tries to find some space. Gets across the 35. Brought down at the Denham Springs 33.
Caden Davis and then Shaq Butler running him down from the backside right there. You mentioned patiently. He kept working to the sideline, working wide. Not a lot of room, but he just kind of stayed up in there and got 4 or 5 yards, but a good job by the defensive front for the Jackets.
Make it 3rd and 6 for Dutchtown, 33-yard line of Denham Springs. Just under a minute. Well, actually about 40 seconds left here in this first quarter now. It is going to be O'Quinn out of the shotgun. Waits for the snap, has Dukes in the backfield. Will get the snap, fakes the handoff to Dukes, looking to throw, has pressure coming. So now he's going to keep it himself, and he is going to be hit out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. Looks like it will be short of the first down by about 2, and it will be 4th down as the clock stops with 18 seconds left here in the first quarter.
O'Quinn did a good job of making something out of nothing. They want to throw a wide receiver screen out here on the right side. Brian Hawkins was up in there tight. I believe Kai Dwyron was also there. Nothing was open, and so he had to just try and tuck and run and got a few yards out of it.
Going to be 4th down. Dutchtown will keep the offense out on the field on 4th, and it'll be 3 from the 30-yard line. They will check the sideline. O'Quinn will line back up in the shotgun. Dukes is in the backfield to his left. Here is the snap. Will fake the handoff. Looks to throw quickly. He does, and it is going to be caught on the reception. It is going to be Mayu, and it is going to be first down for the Griffins.
Tell you what, Mayu missed one earlier, but that one was a tough throw. We had hands all over the place. Jonas Clark looked like he jumped up and was going to bat it down. It barely got by him. McBride was right on top of him to make a hit as soon as the ball got there. Mayu held on to it and picked up the first down.
All right, so it looks like this could be it for the first quarter. It's going to see if they get it off. They've got 2 seconds to get the snap. Oakwan from the shotgun will look to, but I think it is going to be a end of the first quarter. So we've played one here from Dutchtown. It is Dutchtown 10, Denham Springs 0, and we're back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Remember, local and loco when you think of Maria's Mexican Restaurant. Local in that the Abarca family is from Denham Springs and has been serving great Mexican food at Maria's for almost 40 years. Loco means crazy, and you'd be crazy not to eat at Maria's. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, enchiladas, my amigos, it's all great at Maria's. So be local and don't be loco by eating at Denham Springs High School graduate David Taco Abarca's Maria's Mexican Restaurant, Florida Boulevard, 1/2 mile east of James Drug Store.
Von Roten Eye Clinic is your full-service eye care specialist. Dr. Hunter Bond and Dr. Chris Roten and their staff expertly handle all of your eye care needs. A former Jackets football player, Dr. Hunter Bond is proud to serve the Denham Springs community that gave so much to him. You can visit Von Roten Eye Clinic at 222 Veterans Boulevard in Denham Springs or call 791-2020. That's Von Roten Eye Clinic in Denham Springs with locations in Hammond and Amy.
First quarter in the books here from Dutchtown High School. It is Dutchtown at 10, Denham Springs 0. Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington as Yellow Jackets in a tough one here, no doubt. Dutchtown playing really good football here, and what you see from Dutchtown is just all the little different wrinkles they have that they use here both on offense and defense. So it'll be first down for Dutchtown, Denham Springs 23-yard line. Here is Oakwan from the shotgun, fakes the handoff, looks to throw, has pressure coming, going to go towards the end zone, or rather throw it towards the end zone. It's going to be incomplete as he just had to sell that one out.
Yeah, great coverage out there. Mason Varese, they went play action and wanted to try and hit a little skinny post with the receiver out there, Casey McCoy. But Mason Varese had great coverage. The quarterback saw it and pretty much just threw it out the back of the end zone, knowing that he didn't have a chance to complete it.
All right, so that makes it second down and 10 for Dutchtown, 23-yard line of Denham Springs. It is going to be Oakwan on the sideline. It is going to be a direct snap to Dukes. Dukes gets to the 20-yard line. He's going to be tripped up at the 20, and it's going to be third down for the Griffins.
Once again, Kai Dwaron, Jonas Clark right in there making good plays, outside linebacker, inside linebacker, meeting at the ball carrier, trying a little counter action with the direct snap to the running back, pulling a couple. They had two backs in the backfield in front of him. They're pulling him back to the left side, but Dwaron and Clark did a good job of beating those blocks and getting in there and making the tackle.
All right, it is going to be 3rd and 8 from the 20-yard line for Dutchtown. From the Denham Springs 20, it will be Oakwan back in at quarterback. Waits for the snap, gets it. It is going to be a toss in the backfield. That is going to be to Harvey. Harvey coming to the near side. Will get to the 20, be pushed out of bounds at the 15-yard line, and it will be 4th down now for Dutchtown. So if you're Dutchtown here, field goal or go for it.
They hadn't sent the field goal unit out, so it looks like they're going to go for it. But that's a little new school option play. Quarterback catches it and shuffles one time, bring the defensive end. If the defensive end sits, he pitches it to the running back going wide. If the defensive widens, he's going to tuck it and run up inside. But the Jackets did a good job on that play.
All right, so it is 4th down. It will be the offense staying on the field. Going to be 4th and 3 for Dutchtown, 15-yard line of Denham Springs. Dutchtown 10, Denham Springs 0 with 10:30 left here, second quarter action. Oakwan waits for the snap. He will get it. Will fake the handoff, going to keep it himself. Gets to the 15-yard line, stays on his feet, fights for extra yards as he will get to the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Griffins. Knocks down to triple zeros, and looks like it's going to be a delay a game or have to call. They're not going to call this one dead. He gets to the 5-yard line. It's definitely a delay a game.
Yep, I apologize for moaning
that's
in the middle
okay.
of your call, but yeah, that was well after the play clock hit 0. The quarterback was still talking to the lineman with 2 seconds left, and then he ran back to try and get set. Well, as he was doing that, the running back moved also. There's got to be a flag for illegal motion or delay a game. They didn't call either of them right there in that spot. So,
well, and I saw Coach Guy Mastretta running down the sideline.
But I mean, they had a running back moving at the same time as the quarterback, and it was also after the play clock.
All right, going to be 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. Here's a handoff to Harvey right up the middle, and he is going to be in for the touchdown Griffins.
Yep, but the Jackets just got to stiffen up and make their own luck. You know, you can't try and wait for something else and somebody else to give you a break. You got to kind of make it happen yourself. And so far this game, the only team making it happen has been the Dutchtown Griffins.
Yep, so Dutchtown will get it to 16 now. They will send out the extra point team. That will be Michael Mathern to attempt the extra point. As he will wait for the snap. Snap is down, kick is up, and kick is through the uprights. Extra point is good. 9:01 left here in the second quarter. Dutchtown 17, Denham Springs 0. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Brendan Rishu with Smart Move Real Estate, KOA Campground, the law office of IBL Graham, Brian Ross, owner, OK Computers and Auto Sales, Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, and Dentistry. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Hey, it's Max Sellers from Ralph Sellers Chevrolet. We're again excited to be a sponsor of the Denham Springs Fighting Yellow Jackets football team this year. We appreciate all the support from your community in our first few years in business, and we are excited about things to come. Whether it's a new or used car, truck, or SUV, award-winning service from our dedicated service and parts staff, or even an outstanding collision repair for your vehicle, Ralph Sellers Chevrolet wants to earn your business. From our Ralph Sellers Chevrolet dealership family to your school family, go Jackets!
Back on Yellow Jackets football, going to be Manuel Cardona to kick it away for Dutchtown. Here he kicks it off from the 40-yard line. It's going to be end over end. It is going to be fielded by the Yellow Jackets, and the ball is going to be on the ground. Hudson Byers is able to hold on to it. It's going to be first down. They're going to give him 20-yard line, and that was a little dangerous spot right there for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, he just mishandled the kick there. He was in a spot to catch it, and it just kind of bounced off his shoulder pads. He was able to get it back in and retain possession. But the story of the game so far, Dutchtown's had 3 possessions. They've had 2 touchdowns and a field goal. The Jackets have 3 possessions, and we don't have a first down yet.
Coming up for the Small Sliders halftime report is going to be Ben Wilson and John Fine from here. That'll be at the half. Coming up, Small Sliders halftime report. Here's a handoff. It is going to be Horn handing off. Is that?
It was RJ was in there.
RJ. Okay.
Yeah,
RJ checks in for the first time
Yep.
tonight, so it's going to be a gain. They're going to give him 2 yards on the forward progress.
Yep. So RJ Johnson in there getting a handoff on the inside, trying to pick up a couple tough yards.
All right. Second down for Denham Springs. Their own 22-yard line. Horn from the shotgun. It is Johnson in the backfield. Horn looking to throw. Will step up in the pocket now. Going to have to keep it himself, and he's going to be tripped up at the line of scrimmage at the 22-yard line for no gain.
Yeah, Horn checked his first read right there, looking for guys that were, had a little bunch set on the right. They had a couple crossers and a guy hooking up in the middle and didn't like what he saw. Tucked to try to get upfield to get a little bit of room to run. Good job on a tackle, kind of a shoestring tackle by one of the Dutchtown defenders right there.
Going to be third down for the Yellow Jackets. It will be third down from their own 24-yard line. It is Horn from the shotgun, rolls to his right, looks to throw, going to throw it downfield. He is looking for Deshaun McBride, and it is going to be incomplete at the Dutchtown 30-yard line. Almost a great catch right there by McBride, and it is going to be fourth down now for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, had a chance to maybe go try and make something happen with that one. We'll sprint out to the right. Both receivers on the right side kind of had coverage. So McBride running a post across the middle of the field. Horn got it down the field, gave him a chance to try and go up and outfight the Dutchtown defender to make a play on it. But the defender did a good job for Dutchtown, got 2 hands on the ball and knocked it away.
All right, that will send out the punt team for the Yellow Jackets. It's going to be fourth down for Denham Springs from their own 25-yard line. Harrison back to get this punt, and it is going to be Riley to receive for Dutchtown, and it is going to be caught by Riley at the 40-yard line. He gets to the 40, and will try to get positive yards. Will be tackled shy of the 45-yard line. Going to be first down for Dutchtown after this quick timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
If your saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, I'll get around to it someday, Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Edward Jones Financial Advisors Scott Landry and Sims White can help. Stop by their office at 179 Del Orleans. That's Scott Landry and Sims White at Edward Jones, 179 Del Orleans, right across from the post office. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Going to be 1st and 10 for Dutchtown. They will start at their own 34-yard line. It will be Oquan from the shotgun. Dutchtown 17, Denham Springs 7:30 left here in the second quarter. Is going to be a handoff to Dukes in the backfield, and he is going to be stood up for a 1-yard loss on the carry.
Nice job by Jonas Clark to make the hit in the backfield right there. Loss of a yard for Dutchtown on that first play. Back to that punt coverage, and our man Ravius Williams. I used to talk about him on the kickoff coverage. He's doing a good job all year in special teams. He showed up right there with great coverage on the punt. Did a good job of making a tackle for no gain after that. So good job by the punt unit getting the ball down the field and trying to make Dutchtown work ways for a touchdown.
2nd down and 11, 44-yard line for the Griffins. Here is a handoff in the backfield to Dukes. Dukes gets to the 45. Across the 45 will be tackled shy of midfield as they will put him down at his own 48.
Yeah, a little bit awkward there getting the handoff. He bobbled it kind of and slowed him up a little bit at the start, and then when he tried to turn upfield, try and get some yards up there, Darius Scott did a good job, backside defensive end, following the football across the field and made a tackle.
Going to be 3rd down for Dutchtown, 3rd and 6 from the 49-yard line. So it's at the 48. Well, it's in between the 48 and 49. How about that?
That's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. They got this tight,
right.
Squeezed formation, and everybody's in between the hashes.
On 3rd down, Oquan waits for it out of the shotgun. Tight formation. Here is the snap. Drops back, looks to throw, fires it. It is going to be caught at the Denham Springs 35. He's at the 30. Going to be pushed out of bounds at the 20 by Rancher Miller, but on the reception for the Griffins is going to be Adams.
Yeah.
Tyler Adams, his first catch of the night for Dutchtown. 1st down for the Griffins.
Yeah, I mentioned everybody, all 22 players were between the hashes when that ball was snapped, but Dutchtown had guys lined up tight and then spread them out working toward the sidelines and did a good job on the throw and catch on the 3rd down.
Going to be 1st and 10 for Dutchtown, 25-yard line of Denham Springs. Here is Oquan from the shotgun looking to throw. He does, and he has got an open receiver at the 15-yard line. It was the intended receiver, was Javian Washington, and it is going to be 2nd down now for Dutchtown. So, excuse me, that's a 83, not 33. That's the tight end, Dylan DeSherry.
Yeah, just got to be honest a little bit right here, man. We've kind of blown some coverages here in the passing game. Dutchtown's more of a running team, but when they've looked to pass, they've had some guys open, and we just shouldn't have people that wide open. He was out there open on the outside, just the throw and catch wasn't able to be made, but we didn't have tight coverage at all on that.
Dutchtown, 2nd and 10 from the Denham Springs 25-yard line. Here's a handoff in the backfield to Dukes. Dukes will find some space at the 20-yard line. He'll be pushed out of bounds at the 19.
Yep, trying to work his way inside, weaving in and out until he found the hole, tried to bounce out once he got past the line of scrimmage. Rancher Miller from the safety position coming up to make the tackle. So another 3rd and 4 right here for Dutchtown, and probably maybe a 2-down territory because, a while ago they forego a field goal from about this spot.
Going to be 3rd down for Dutchtown. Going to be 3rd and 4, 19-yard line of Denham Springs. 5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Dutchtown 17, Denham Springs 0. Oquan from the shotgun will hand it off to Harvey. Harvey will be stood up at the 18, so he'll pick up about a yard or two. We'll see where the spot is on the forward progress, but it will be 4th down now for Dutchtown.
Both inside linebackers, Trevor Lewis and Kai Dwyron, did a good job of meeting the ball carrier there before he got too many yards upfield. Lewis in particular took on a block and stood the blocker up, knocked him back into the ball carrier, and Dwyron was right there to finish him off. So a good job by both linebackers.
Going to be 4th down, and it will be the heavy package for the Dutchtown Griffins on 4th and 3 from the 18-yard line of Denham Springs. Here is the snap. It is going to be a handoff in the backfield. That is going to be to Adams, and Adams has some room and will get into the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown, Dutchtown.
In the old wing tee style of football, that would be called a crisscross kind of reverse. Looked like a direct snap with all your power backs on the right side. The quarterback, the guy playing quarterback, was going to run to the right side, but he actually had one of those up backs coming inside of him, and he handed it off on a little semi-reverse, and he found room back on the left side of the Jacket defense and found his way to the end zone.
Sends Michael Bethurn out to attempt the extra point. Here's a snap. Hold is down. Kick is up. Through the uprights, extra point is good. 4:16 left in the first half. Dutchtown 24, Denham Springs 0. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Your local authorized Steel Outdoor Power Equipment dealer is C&M Outdoor Power Equipment. C&M Outdoor Power has been satisfying Livingston Parish customers since 1965. Known for their quality outdoor steel equipment and tools, C&M Outdoor Power will expertly service everything they sell, and C&M is here to answer all of your questions. Locally owned and operated by Travis Murray and his family, your local steel dealer is C&M Outdoor Power Equipment Sales and Service, corner of Florida Boulevard and Cuban Road in Denham Springs.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, L. King Company, Danny Pauline with 5 Star Printing, Horace Wilkinson State Farm Insurance, Sport Clips, and Karam Inn. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Dutchtown 24, Denham Springs 0. It is going to be Cardona to kick it off from the 40-yard line for Dutchtown, and he will step up, kick this one away from the 40. It is going to be end over end. It is going to be Hudson Byers at the 16-yard line, gets to the 20, the 25, still on his feet, and will be tackled shy of the 30-yard line. Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10 with 4:07 left here in the first half.
Yep, Jackets desperately need to get some offense going here, try and move the ball down the field, keep the defense off the field a little bit, but we need to get some points before half and try and cut into this lead.
Points before the half would be fantastic. Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. They'll start it at their own 29-yard line, so some decent starting position for the Yellow Jackets from what we've seen in the last few weeks.
Hadn't been pinned back inside of our 20 here.
Yeah,
You're right.
That's right. The normal has been the last few weeks. Here is Horn from the shotgun looking to throw. Fires it downfield. He is looking for Peyton Puffer, and it is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, we sent 4 verticals down the field right there, trying to get a big play. Puffer had a step on his guy, but his Horn threw it down the field. A free safety running across from the other side of the field, trying to get there, and the throw was just a little bit on the outstretched arms of Puffer on that one.
2nd and 10, 29-yard line for the Yellow Jackets. It is going to be Horn from the shotgun. 2 receivers here to the near side. It is 1 receiver out to the far. Here is the snap. Fakes the handoff to Paul. Looks to throw. Throws on the run. It is going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was Mason Varese at the Yellow Jacket 42-yard line.
Yeah, a lot of tugging and pulling right there. Varese was looking for an interference call. He ran about a 10-yard out. Right as he was getting separation, I saw some jersey pull as he was trying to break out to the sideline. However, Horn had a chance maybe to fit it in there because Varese was breaking open, but the timing was slightly off maybe because of the jersey tug, and we weren't able to come up with the completion.
3rd and 10 now for the Yellow Jackets from their own 29-yard line. 3:54 left here in the half. It is Dutchtown 24, Denham Springs 0. Horn from the shotgun. Gets a snap, drops back, rolls to his right. Now will throw it, trying to get it to McBride. Has McBride at the 35-yard line, and McBride will be tackled at the 35. Brings up 4th down now for the Yellow Jackets.
Yep. Completion there to try and get it closer to the sticks, but Dutchtown was there to make the tackle as soon as McBride caught it. And Jackets have brought out the punt unit here to punt on 4th and 4.
Will be 4th down and 4 from the 35-yard line with 3:25 left here. Trent Harrison will come on to punt it away. It is going to be Riley back to receive for Dutchtown. He stands about his own 35. Harrison waits for the snap. Here it is. Pressure is coming. He gets the punt off. It is going to be Riley from the 33-yard line, 35 to the 40, still on his feet. Spins around and be pushed out of bounds around the 45-yard line. 1st down for Dutchtown after this quick timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
1st down for Dutchtown from their own 45-yard line. It will be O'Quinn from the shotgun, sends a man in motion. Here is the snap, hands it off in the backfield to Dukes. Dukes trying to find some room, hits the Yellow Jackets defensive line, is going to be brought down. Well, he's still fighting for positive yards. How he keeps escaping that is beyond me. Gets back to the line of scrimmage at the 45.
Interesting thing I saw right there, sophomore safety Lucas Gillen in there helping to try and make a tackle. When McBride got tackled a while ago, he limped off the field. Not a bad limp, but maybe just out for a few plays, and Lucas Gillen's taken into his spot and did a good job of getting upfield to help make the tackle on that play.
2:30 left here in the first half. It is Dutchtown 24, Denham Springs 0. It will be the Small Sliders halftime report coming up, and it will be, again, John Fine with Ben Wilson of Peak Performance and a former Yellow Jacket, so be looking forward to that. It will be O'Quinn on 2nd and 10 from his own 45. We'll wait for the snap with 3 receivers to the near sideline. Here is the snap. He drops back, looks at throw, throws it towards the middle of the field. It is going to be incomplete at the Denham Springs 20-yard line. Intended receiver was Mayu, and it is 3rd down.
Yeah, senior outside linebacker Blaine Gibbs was in the game right there in coverage, and he was beat by a few yards. O'Quinn overthrew the receiver who had gotten past Gibbs on that one, so the Jackets were fortunate in that situation.
Going to be 3rd and 10 now for Dutchtown. Stops the clock with 2:14 left here in this first half.
Just searching on the sidelines. It's the other side of the field from us. We're on the home side press box, but McBride has not re-entered the game yet. I tell you, he didn't limp off badly, but he did limp off last time after the catch.
O'Quinn on 3rd and 10 from the shotgun will get the snap. Looks to his left, dances around a little bit, has pressure coming. Elijah Butler with the initial hit will get him down at the 45-yard line. They're going to actually put him at the 44, so it will be a loss of a yard on the carry, and it is 4th and 11 now for Dutchtown.
Good coverage in the secondary as O'Quinn kept looking and couldn't find anybody, and the Jacket rushers kept getting after it and didn't give up and got to the quarterback and made a good sack. So the first defensive stand we made of the game right there, so a nice job by the Jacket defense, and maybe we might make something happen on a special teams play or heck, it is interesting that, Dutchtown's letting this clock roll down a little bit, and we didn't use one of our timeouts to stop the clock at this point.
Brian Hawkins back to receive for the Yellow Jackets, stands back at his own 20-yard line. And play clock is down to zeros, and looks like it is going to be a timeout by Dutchtown. They will take their first of the half. We'll take it with them back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Bank Plus, together with Zelle, makes it easy to send money straight from your smartphone to friends, family, the yard guy, babysitters, or millions of others with access to Zelle. So yeah, pretty much anyone. And of course, they can all send you money too. Settle that dinner tab with Zelle. It's free, fast, and secure. And right in the Bank Plus mobile app. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC. Zelle is available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply.
Your locally owned full-service dry cleaner in Denham Springs is Quick and Handy Cleaners. Quick and Handy Cleaners can expertly handle all of your dry cleaning needs with friendly Livingston Parish hometown service. Quick and Handy Cleaners, family-owned and operated by Scooter and Kay Keene, and serving Livingston Parish for 50 years. Quick and Handy Cleaners at 397 East Railroad with locations in Walker and Watson. Quick and Handy Cleaners.
4th and 11 for Dutchtown. It is Mathern to punt it away. It is Varese back to receive for the Yellow Jackets. Here is the punt. Punt is away. Varese waits for it. Fair catches it at the 20-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. That will be from their own 20 to start this one with 1:15 left here in the first half. Dutchtown 24, Denham Springs 0.
Yeah, the Jackets tried to go after that punt. Good time to try and get a block. Shaq Butler was getting back there trying to do his best to get some pressure on the punter, but they were able to get it off in a nice high punt, and Varese had to fair catch it. So with 1:15 left, the Jackets are 79 yards away from pay dirt.
And it is 3 timeouts left for the Yellow Jackets. Dutchtown has 2 left in the half, and it is 1st and 10. It'll be the 21-yard line for Denham Springs officially. Horn from the shotgun gets a snap, looks at throw, throws it middle of the field. It is going to be incomplete at the 20-yard line.
That's
Intended
Knuckles.
Receiver was Knuckles. Yeah, first time we've called his name in a while.
It's been a couple of weeks. Colton LeBluff. I've seen Knuckles out there tonight. He's gotten most of the reps at receiver. We talked earlier in the game, or in the pregame, about Colton LeBluff. Having a good game last week, but I haven't seen him in tonight. I don't know if he's injured or what may be the situation.
2nd and 10, their own 21-yard line now for the Yellow Jackets. Here is Horn, gets the snap, looks at throw, looking for Varese, and it is going to be caught at the 26-yard line. Mason Varese on the reception.
Yeah, nice reception, a little quick throw and a catch right there, try and get it moving forward, but we still short of the first down, so playing third down here.
Going to be 3rd and 5 for the Yellow Jackets. 26-yard line for Denham Springs. Horn out of the shotgun, gets a snap, looks to throw again. He fires it. It is going to be Mason Varese at the 35, and that is a first down for the Yellow Jackets, making it a Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill Jackets first down. Family-owned, children-friendly, incredible food, and locally owned by Big Mike O'Neill.
Tell us more about Big Mike's, man.
Oh, we love some
great
Big
burgers,
Mike's.
and you go there at night after the games, get some pizza maybe they fix for you. Remember, I had that whole pizza
Well,
one night.
you see, Jake Williamson joined me at Big Mike's along with John Fine on Tuesday. You couldn't make it. You were celebrating a 25th wedding anniversary. Mitch, you are old, my friend.
I am old. That is true.
It is going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets, 35-yard line for Horn out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. He looks to throw, fires it downfield, looking for Varese, and it is going to be incomplete at the Dutchtown 30-yard line, and it is 3rd down now for Denham Springs.
Just chalk that one up to good coverage. Davron LeBlanc was right there step for step with Mason Varese. Good throw back there by Horn, trying to take the shot down the field right up the hash to Mason Varese, and he had a chance maybe trying to fight for it, but LeBlanc did a good job in coverage and was step for step with him.
Stops the clock with 32 seconds left here in the half. It is Dutchtown 24, Denham Springs 0. First down, Dutchtown, touchdown, Dutchtown. It kind of gets a little twisted up there, Mitch.
Yes, it does.
On 3rd down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets, their own 35-yard line. Horn from the shotgun will get the snap, looks to throw. He will throw it towards the middle of the field. It is going to be incomplete. Intended receiver that time was Sean Goldman, and it's 4th down for the Yellow Jackets with 27 seconds left here in the half.
Just looking at the sidelines, the Jackets aren't sending the punt team out. We're on our own 35, like you said, 20-something seconds left. We might want to just call a timeout and get everything set up because instead of just rushing the punt team out there. The punt team wasn't ready at the moment. Now they're getting out there, but they were late maybe getting the play clock started. There's still 18 seconds left. I don't think we're in danger of a delay.
It is going to be Trenton Harrison to punt it away for the Yellow Jackets on 4th and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Again, it is Riley back to receive for Dutchtown. He's about his own 36-yard line. Here is the punt. It is going to hit at the 35. He called for a fair catch, but it's going to be down at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for Dutchtown after this timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
You already know that State Farm agent Brandy Robertson offers great service. But what you probably didn't know is that State Farm also has surprisingly great rates on auto insurance. In fact, customers call them jaw-dropping. And the surprise isn't reserved for just some. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Denham Springs. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Just be sitting down when you do. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
It is going to be 1st and 10 for Dutchtown. Ball will be at the 30-yard line for Dutchtown with 19 seconds left here in the half. They lead at 24-0 over the Yellow Jackets. Oquan from the shotgun will send a man in motion, looks to throw. He is looking for Dukes in the flat, and it is going to be incomplete. Stops the clock with 15 seconds and makes it 2nd down for Dutchtown.
Just interesting to see. I thought with a 24-point lead and just 20 seconds left or so in the half, they may go ahead and just take a knee and try to get to halftime. They get the ball to start the second half as well, but they came out looking to throw the ball. A lot of receivers running pass routes, and they tried to find a running back Dukes out in the flats, and they weren't able to complete it.
Going to be 2nd down and 10 for Dutchtown now from the 30-yard line. It will be Oquan from the shotgun. 3 receivers to the near sideline, 1 out to the far. Here's the snap. Looks to throw again, throws it downfield. It's going to be wide open at the 45. He's at the 40. The 30 going to be tackled at the Denham Springs 25-yard line. On the reception is going to be Mayu for Dutchtown, and that is a big first down as they will get to the 26-yard line, and they will call a timeout with 8 seconds left, and we will take it with them as well. Back after this quick timeout, Yellow Jackets football.
Peak Performance Physical Therapy is excited to announce the opening of our newest clinic location in Watson. We are located at 32871 Highway 16 at the corner of Amy Church Road and Highway 16. And don't forget about our Denham Springs Clinic located at 145 Aston Square next to Spectrum Fitness Club. At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, We treat the athlete and everyone.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Forest Grove Plantation, Liberty Auto Sales, Shea Landry Closing Attorney, Milestone Title, Triton Outpatient Clinic, Modad 1 Individual Sewage Treatment System, and Duke Seafood and Steakhouse. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
It is Yellow Jacket football, 24-0, Dutchtown leading over the Yellow Jackets. It is 8 seconds left here. Dutchtown took a timeout. That was their second of the half. There was a penalty, too, there, Mitch. Did they pick that?
No,
they
marked it off.
Marked it off?
Logan Mayu, after the play, some kind of unsportsmanlike. Honestly didn't see. I don't know if he signaled first down or if he kind of stared down at the Jacket receiver that the defender, Brian Hawkins, got there to make the tackle. I don't know if he said anything to him afterwards, but I saw the flag come flying in from way away. So, anyway, they would have had it at the 25-yard line with 8 seconds left, maybe either A, take a shot of the end zone, or B, get it close enough to try and kick a field goal. But that 15-yard penalty now helps the Jackets out as Dutchtown is 40 yards away with just 8 seconds to go. Now, positive note, looking out there on the field, Deshaun McBride is back out there for the Jackets, so good to see he's back out there and active on the field.
So it will be 1st and 10 for Dutchtown. They will have it at the Yellow Jacket 40-yard line. It is going to be 8 seconds left here in this half.
I think we might see the same play just up to the top side. They're in the formation that we just saw, but on the other direction.
Oquan waits for the snap, gets it out of the shotgun, drops back, looks to throw. He does, throws it down the middle of the field. It is going to be incomplete as the ball will hit in the end zone. Intended receiver that time was Tyler Adams.
It was not the same play, but Jackets had great coverage, so not the same result either because we had double coverage pretty much. Rancher Miller working back deep safety, doing a good job. Brian Hawkins, who's played a pretty good game tonight over there from his cornerback position, made a couple of key tackles, and then also on the pass coverage right there, doing a good job.
And leaves just 1 second left on the clock. So last play should be right here for this first half, and it will be 2nd and 10 for Dutchtown from the Yellow Jacket 40-yard line. Oquan waits for the snap. He will get it, drops back, will throw it into the hash, at the hash to Duke's intended receiver, and that will do it.
Shaq Butler some credit for getting back there quickly. Quarterback didn't have a chance to let guys get 40 yards downfield. Butler was back there quick and in his face. He just tried to dump it off quickly to make something happen.
And that will send us to the half, making it the Small Sliders halftime report, brought to you by Small Sliders, now open in Denham Springs. Perfect for tailgating at a Small Sliders party pack of 25 sliders and a tray of fries. That's Small Sliders, Aspen Square in Denham Springs. Dutchtown 24, Denham Springs 0. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Von Roten Eye Clinic is your full-service eye care specialist. Dr. Hunter Bond and Dr. Chris Roten and their staff expertly handle all of your eye care needs. A former Jackets football player, Dr. Hunter Bond is proud to serve the Denham Springs community that gave so much to him. You can visit Von Roten Eye Clinic at 222 Veterans Boulevard in Denham Springs or call 791-2020. That's Von Roten Eye Clinic in Denham Springs with locations in Hammond and Ames.
Demco wants to give you the knowledge to get power smart. Simple tips that can help you conserve energy and save money. Sealing air leaks around windows and doors is a good start. Smart thermostats and improved insulation are great ways to make a bigger difference. There are many more ways to save energy and money. So when you're ready to make a big-time power move, download our free do-it-yourself energy audit checklist at demco.org.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sportin' Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sportin' Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by You Safe and Lock, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, La Casa Casino, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Sport Clips, Buddy's Barbecue, and Safe Voyage Tattoo. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Small Sliders is now open in Denham Springs. At Small Sliders, they are obsessed with serving up premium, delicious cheeseburger sliders. Keep it simple with a single patty. Make it a Biggie Smalls. That's double patty, double cheese. Or add a colossal stack of bacon, Drew Brees style. And perfect for tailgating, Smalls party packs with 25 sliders and a tray of fries. Never frozen, pattied in-house, and cooked to order. That's Small Sliders, Aspen Square in Denham Springs.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Aspen Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
It is Small Sliders halftime report. Dutchtown 24, Denham Springs 0. Josh Ward alongside John Fine now. John, how'd that first half play out for us?
On the Small Sliders halftime report, all Dutchtown, Dukes with a 1-yard touchdown run with 8:44 left in the first quarter. Dutchtown goes up 7-0. Then a 23-yard field goal by Mathern with 4:28 left in the first quarter. Dutchtown goes up 10-0. That's our score at the end of the first quarter. Harvey with a 6-yard touchdown run with 9:01 left to be played in the first half. Dutchtown goes up 17-0. And then Adams, an 18-yard touchdown run with 4:16 left, 24-0. That's where we stand right now. And Josh, you congratulated Mitch on his 25th wedding anniversary, okay? And that's a good thing from your vantage point. From my perspective, he missed an important team meeting to celebrate his 25th wedding anniversary. Now, I don't think that this should result in Mitch being terminated. I don't think he should be suspended. But I am issuing a censure to Mitch Covington for not being with us at the meeting and instead for celebrating his 25th wedding anniversary. More on this in the Ralph Seller Chevrolet post-game show.
All right, and coming up it will be John Fine and Ben Wilson of Peak Performance, and that is coming up after this timeout on the Small Sliders halftime report. Back after this.
Have a go-to doctor when you're sick. Now more than ever, having a primary care provider you know and trust is essential. It's time to put your health first and schedule a visit with a North Oaks primary care provider today. From annual checkups to health screenings and everything in between, our team of providers are ready to provide the care you need to stay healthy. Call 985-230-APPT today to schedule an appointment or schedule online at northoaks.org/PCP.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel. One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, and Lucas Shank have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnsignproductions.com are brought to you in part by Pony Up Restorations, Shea Landry Closing Attorney Milestone Title, Brandon Rishu with Smart Move Real Estate, KOA Campground, Adams Smoke Shop, Brian Ross, owner, OK Confused and Auto Sales, and Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Hey, it's Max Sellers from Ralph Seller Chevrolet. We are again excited to be a sponsor of the Denham Springs Fighting Yellow Jackets football team this year. We appreciate all the support from your community in our first few years in business, and we are excited about things to come. Whether it's a new or used car, truck, or SUV, award-winning service from our dedicated service and parts staff, or even an outstanding collision repair for your vehicle, Ralph Seller Chevrolet wants to earn your business. From our Ralph Seller Chevrolet dealership family to your school family, go Jackets!
For more than 120 years, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as a news source for our community. It is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com and can be found via social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. The News also launched the LPN Weekly, a podcast. Each episode takes a closer look at a single issue of importance to Livingston Parish or an extended conversation with local newsmakers. The LPN Weekly can be found on major podcasts like Apple, Google, and Spotify, as well as their website. The Livingston Parish News, your community news source since 1898.
Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston. The number one choice in cleanup and restoration is Serve Pro of Livingston. Whether it's water damage, fire damage, mold, storm, or construction issues, let the highly trained professionals at Serve Pro of Livingston clean and restore your property and make it like it never happened. Serve Pro of Livingston is prepared for just about anything and is open 24/7, so Serve Pro is faster to any disaster. Serve Pro of Livingston, Florida Boulevard, Denham Springs. Soon to be at the old Albertsons. Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston.
Halftime of Yellow Jackets football, Small Sliders halftime report. Denham Springs trailing Dutchtown 24-0. I'm John Fine. Right now we are joined with a physical therapist at Denham Springs High School helping work the sidelines for Coach David Bork. And he is Ben Wilson of Peak Performance Physical Therapy. Ben, thanks for joining us. Always a privilege talking to you.
Man, thank you for having us, John. We love being out here with them. We'd like to see the Jackets get back in it in the second half, but thank you for being here.
Well, first things first, okay? We gave a censure to Mitch Covington for missing a team meeting, being with his wife at his 25th wedding anniversary, and yet I would be remiss. Peak Performance is a great sponsor. Chris Purvis and company, y'all do a terrific job. But in all fairness, if I'm going to get after Mitch, your brother Steve Wilson is going to get a censure for not being here, joining you, but instead taking a training course in Houston. I mean, what's going on here?
Yeah, well, first of all, you were a little rough on Mitch. He's our guy. I thought you were a little rough on Mitch. And, man, I can't bag Steve. He has had a tough week. He's had some flight difficulties and things, but he is back from Houston, I understand. I just got a text message. I think he's back safely, so we're happy he's back. I'm happy to be here, so I think we're all good.
Well, given your very appropriate commentary, I think there's one person left to censure, and that's John Fine. I'm going to censure myself for going off on these ridiculous tangents, trying to inject a little bit of comic relief into this broadcast. Ben, what are your responsibilities when you or Steve are on the sidelines for Denham Springs High School football? What's your responsibilities?
Well, they've changed over the years. I tell you, the trainers at the high school now, they do such a great job. They are well equipped with 3 athletic trainers now. So we are there to provide support in any way we can. Those guys and girls do wonderful things with on-field management. We are there to lend a helping hand if needed, help with a diagnosis here and there, but they are pretty much spot on with everything they do. So we are there just for support. Anything they need, we run get it for them. But just happy that they have us out here with them and allow us to support them.
Now, you field a physical therapy from Peak Performance Physical Therapy at every Denham football game, home or away, right?
Correct.
Oh, terrific.
Yes, sir.
Talk about how Coach Beard is to work with.
Coach Beard is great to work with. I was so excited. We worked with him. We also cover Live Oak High School, so when he was over at Live Oak, we knew what kind of person he was, what kind of coach he was, what he demanded from not only his players but from support staff, coaching staff, and he is fair, just wonderful to work with. We love having him on our sidelines. I sent him a text message the day he was hired, letting him know how much it meant that he was going to be leading my alma mater on the football field. So we're happy to have Coach Beard and been knowing him for a while, and he's done a good job everywhere he's been.
So you've worked with a number of different coaches throughout the years at Denham and elsewhere, and I guess different coaches have different styles, and some are good to work with, some maybe not as good as some of the best.
They are. I tell you, I've been. I was here at Dutchtown for a little while with Coach Saya, and Coach Saya was great. Coach Nettles at Denham Springs was very good to us. Followed by Coach Connides, he was good to us too. So I've been lucky, John. I've heard nightmares from other situations at other schools, but I tell you, Steve and I think I speak for Steve. We have been really lucky to work with some really good coaches who really value the medical side of things, our opinions on things, and we've just been lucky over the years, honestly, John.
David Bork, the Jackets trainer.
Unbelievable guy. Again, great to work with. He we work side by side really well. Sometimes it gets a bit muddled, the responsibilities of a trainer, the responsibilities of a physical therapist, and those, like I said, Coach Bork and his staff are so good at the on-field assessment. Once we get off the field and into the rehab phase, he sends those kids to us, and we do our best to help them get back on the field, and it really works in concert. It really works well. We've been doing this for over 10 years now, and really have had a good time doing it, and I think do a pretty good job at it.
The severe heat that Denham Springs, Louisiana, and the country experienced, what adjustments were made during the fall, for that matter, the summer and the fall?
It was a challenge for those guys, for the trainers, for the coaching staff. There were certain hours of the day, very small amount of time during the day that they could actually get outside and practice. LHSAA mandated a rule a few years ago involving a wet bulb thermometer that takes in relative humidity, and they say when a certain temperature is reached, you can or cannot practice. For the safety of the kids. So, practice times were just limited this summer for not only Denham Springs High School, but a lot of the schools in the area, and that fell on the trainer's shoulders to monitor that every day. There were certain levels of that. You could be in pads at a certain degree, and then not in pads, and so they were just monitoring that throughout. It was definitely a challenge, but I think they did a fantastic job. I know they did a great job at Denham with it.
Reflect on your time at Denham Springs High School as a student.
Great school, great community to grow up in. So good that our kids go to school in Denham Springs schools. I have a son who's a freshman at the high school. My wife grew up in Baton Rouge and never could imagine herself moving out to Denham Springs, but it is the schools that has her out in Denham Springs. So we're happy out there. We love having our kids out there. My time there was great. We couldn't think of any other place we'd rather be.
3.7? Your GPA?
Well, I think it was a little higher, John.
Really?
3.8, but Steve would tell you that his was a bit higher than that. So,
well, let me tell you what, okay? Josh, Mitch, and I are smarter than you or your brother, because whereas you guys are at 3.7 or 3.8, you combine Josh's GPA, my GPA, and Mitch's GPA, we're at 5.1, so...
John, I don't doubt that all three of y'all are smarter than us. I can't argue that.
No, I'm saying collectively we're smarter.
Oh, I know what you're saying. I'd say individually, though.
Oh, come on now. You're being very, very modest. Talk about the great chiropractic clinic you have going on at Denham Springs Chiropractic, all starting with Chris Purvis, and then the person who runs the place, Sandy, and then you and Steve and Aaron. Wow, what an organization.
We have a great organization. Now, it's not a chiropractic clinic. I'm going to have to stop you there. It'd be a physical therapy clinic.
I'm sorry.
A little
My
bit
bad.
different. That's all right.
Just testing you on the ball.
We'll settle it outside the press box later.
Okay, there you go.
No, we do. We have a great clinic. I think anybody that walks in our clinic just sees the culture. We like to we like to say we it's a very positive culture. Those guys, Aaron and Steve, I'm so lucky to work next to them every day, and we've been doing it for a long time, and hope we can continue to do it for a long time more.
And I tell you what, from censoring myself, I'm on the verge of suspending myself for that commentary. Peak Performance Physical Therapy. I am, yeah. Thank you for so graciously handling my mistake on the air. I wish Josh would handle my mistakes the way you just did. Maybe you'll be a role model for Josh. How did Steve and you get into physical therapy? Talk about that.
I remind people I'm a little bit older than Steve. Steve would tell you I'm a lot older. But so I came along before Steve. I actually was in college. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I heard about physical therapy and said, man, let me get into it and see what it's all about. I've enjoyed it. I was away in Lafayette for a few years practicing when Steve came through. And I remember he called me one day and said, man, how do you like it? I'm thinking about going into it. And it was a great field for me. So Steve kind of followed in the footsteps and then made a path with Scott Dickey over at the clinic in Denham, and he's never left. He was a student there, and they hired him out of school, and I came back from Lafayette, and we kind of joined forces, and here we are today.
Scott Dickey, a great guy as well. Say hello to him for me when you talk to him, if you would, please.
I will.
I know he's going to say John who, but anyway, I remember him if he does not remember me. And how many locations do you have right now for Peak Performance Physical Therapy?
11 locations throughout the Baton Rouge area, here in Dutchtown, Bruley, Hammond, Maurepas also. So 11 locations right now, John.
And what is so great about Chris, from what I understand business-wise, is he tailors every agreement to meet everyone's needs, whether it's the physical therapist, whether it's the community, the high school, what have you. And that's the way that you're able to have 11 locations of Peak Performance Physical Therapy providing great care throughout the area, but yet each one may have a little bit of a different kind of deal. Talk about how Chris Purvis has put this all together.
Well, I tell you, he and Jason Green, Fabian Roussel, and the aforementioned Scott Dickey, started this company 20 years ago. The proof is in the pudding. They've been around for over 20 years, been very successful. So something's working. Those guys have done a great job getting out into the community, supporting local schools. Like I said, 20 years speaks for itself.
Now, which one of you is nicknamed Country Club? You or your brother, Steve, and how did that come about?
That would be me. They pick on me. I live in Greystone, fine community in Denham Springs, and those guys just like to pick on me because I live in Greystone for whatever reason.
Do you like the nickname Country Club, or you prefer I don't bring it up?
Oh, no, you can bring it up, John. They do every day, so it's fine.
Okay, so you're used to it.
Right.
Hey, I want to thank you. You and your brother are the very best, as are all the people at Peak Performance Physical Therapy. And Ben Wilson, thanks for joining us.
John, thank you for all y'all do for Denham Springs High School and high school athletics in general.
Thank you. Halftime of Yellow Jackets football, Denham Springs trailing Dutchtown 24-0. I'm John Fine, just talking with Ben Wilson of Peak Performance Physical Therapy. And the Small Sliders halftime report continues. Josh Ward and Mitch Covington coming your way after this pause on Yellow Jackets football.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Densfree, Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, Cypress Pharmacy, Burning Lotus Tattoo of Denham Springs, the Law Office of Ivy L. Graham, and Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
When you make the right decision, it feels good. Like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is right here in Denham Springs to help you select the right protection at the right price. Brandy will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages, so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Brandy Robertson, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want a good deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
No pain, no gain might apply to football, but not your teeth. If you have toothache pain, gain relief with Dr. Michael Sharola. Emergencies are seen the same day. Dr. Sharola and his staff treat all phases of dentistry, including Zoom whitening procedures. Michael Sharola was an all-state Denham football and baseball player, and you'll feel all-world by visiting him. Call 665-3100 or visit Dr. Sharola in Watson next to the post office.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Danny Pauline of 5 Star Printing, Horace Wilkinson State Farm Insurance, Rustic Home Outlet, and Mattress Express Outlet, Sport Clips, BJ Pawn and Gun, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, and L. Chain Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Small Sliders halftime report. Dutchtown 24, Denham Springs 10. Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington. Mitch, obviously a tough first half for the Yellow Jackets there, getting a little tongue-tied myself. tough first half there for the Yellow Jackets, but second half coming up, and obviously Denham Springs just in a hole here, trying to dig out.
Yeah, we didn't get the start that we wanted, obviously. The game got going on a bad note, 3 and out when we took the opening kickoff, and then as we go to punt, Dutchtown, like I said, those guys, they're going to watch film, and they've seen what's happened in weeks past with that unit with Denham Springs, and so they brought a lot of pressure right there, and they got a punt blocked and started with a very short field, 7-0, just a couple minutes into the ball game, and kind of took a little bit of air out of the Jackets, and as Dutchtown kind of implemented their will there early on, and so. Jackets defense held tough there with a stop there before the end of the half. And then once again, as Dutchtown tried to move it down the field late in the half, we got another stop. So, if something's going to happen, man, we're going to need to get a good defensive stop here starting this third quarter. Maybe a turnover or something would be nice. Give ourselves a short field. We've been having to go 70 or 75 yards most of the time with the ball. If we can get a short side on a short fielded possession, maybe that'll get us kick-started.
That will do it for the Small Sliders halftime report, brought to you by Small Sliders, now open in Denham Springs. Perfect for tailgating. It is Small Sliders Party Pack of 25 sliders with a tray of fries. That is Small Sliders Aspen Square in Denham Springs. Dutchtown will get the ball to start the second half, so we'll see that offense back out on the field for the Griffins. And for Denham Springs, your defense is going to have to go out there and answer the call here.
Yep. Heck, last year I would say we probably onside kick right here. I'm telling you, just Caleb LeBlanc was so good with kicking the onside kicks. He got that perfect bounce every time, and I don't think we have an official stat on onside kicks recovered, but last year we would have set that record by far because we got a couple of them in different games. We had more than one recovered several times, and he was very good at it. We don't quite have that skill this year, be able to get that ball to pop up exactly as needed. And before we get started, the team's lined up facing the wrong direction, so the referees are getting them straightened out as they flip the field around.
That'll happen sometimes, but, hey, officials have got them correct here. This has actually been a pretty clean game. We talk about the officials. Santa Maria kind of got away from that crew. Last week I thought was a decent crew. This one has been it's been a pretty clean. There's not been a lot of penalties.
One play. That's right. It's been fine.
Yes. That one, the delay of game.
Kind of got in the mix. The one play where I thought it definitely was after the play clock had hit 0, and also they had two guys moving at the snap of the ball. But that's just one play in a whole series of the half. Other than that, referees done a really good job out there, and like I said, hadn't kind of interjected themselves and gotten to the middle of the game. They've kind of let it flow. Let the players out there decide it, and that's what's happened so far.
All right, so it will be Yellow Jackets to kick it off here from Dutchtown High School. It is Johnny Bravo from the 40. Here is the kick, end over end to the spot at the 30-yard line, and it will go out of bounds. Is it out of bounds, or did he touch it first?
Well, he bounced off the
Okay, bounced.
returner,
Okay, yeah. So then it'll go out of bounds. So it will be 1st and 10 for Dutchtown. They are going to start this drive at their own 28-yard line.
Yeah, so a nice little sky kick trying to pin them back a little bit, see if they might fair catch it, but the ball bounced off the returner's chest and went out of bounds. So 28-yard line starting field position for Dutchtown.
All right, so it will be 1st and 10 just on the way here for third quarter action. Dutchtown 24, Denham Springs 0, and it will be O'Quinn coming out with the offense onto the field, and it will be two receivers to the near sideline, one out to the far. O'Quinn from the shotgun has Dukes in the backfield. Gets the snap. We'll hand it off to Dukes, goes up the middle, and Dukes gets to the 30-yard line and still fights for positive yards, finally brought down at about the 33, maybe 34-yard line.
Yeah, just testing the inside, the interior of the Jacket defense right there. Of course, that's where Caden Davis does his work, and Kai Dwaron and Trevor Lewis and Dutchtown. Pretty good offensive line up there as well. And so just watching them go to work has been a good little treat tonight.
All right, so it's going to be 2nd down and 6 from the 33-yard line. Dutchtown at their own 33. O'Quinn from the shotgun gets the snap, will hand it off, and trying to get some positive yards is going to be Dukes again, and he is going to be brought down, still on his feet, pushing the pile forward, actually, and it will get all the way to the 40-yard line. It looks like we'll have to depend on the spot, but it looks like it will be enough for a Griffin first down.
Man, listen to you describe that play. Me and you both, we thought he was going to be tackled maybe just at the line of scrimmage, not much at all. And as two Jacket defenders were in there, a big pile of people, he was spinning around, and we still had hands on him, but he kept his feet driving and kind of worked a little bit loose and then pushed the pile forward for 5 yards.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Griffins from their own 39-yard line as O'Quinn waits for the snap out of the shotgun. Will send Dukes in motion. Here is the snap. He will throw it. It is going to be caught by the big tight end at the 45. Gets across midfield and will get to the Yellow Jacket 47-yard line. On the reception is Dylan DeSherry.
I think that's Tyler Pitcher. Is that correct, Tyler Pitcher?
80, I thought it was 83. Was that 83?
It is 83.
Yeah.
Is that one of those that got two number 83s? I apologize if I wrote it down wrong. They do have a couple of duplicate numbers, and you're correct. Dylan DeSherry. I wrote down the wrong 83.
That's all right. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Griffins at the Yellow Jacket 47-yard line. Yeah, a lot of these bigger schools that we see do have to use 2 numbers per, and it throws some people off. Throws me off too. I'm not immune to it. Here is O'Quinn throwing on 1st down. It is going to be incomplete at the Yellow Jacket 20-yard line. Intended receiver was Logan Mayu.
Good coverage there by Jonas Clark, running step for step with Logan Mayu. Not a lot of room for O'Quinn to try and fit it in there. So nice job with an outside linebacker covering a slot receiver deep down the field.
10-10 left here in the 3rd quarter. Griffins 24, Yellow Jackets 0, and it is going to be 2nd and 10 for the Griffins from the Yellow Jacket 47. O'Quinn from the shotgun will get ready for the snap. Now we'll check the sideline, make sure everyone's on the same page, and he will await the snap now. Gets it, drops back, looks to his left, going to throw it quickly. It's going to be caught at midfield to the Denham Springs 40-yard line at the 30, at the 25. Going to be brought down inside the 25-yard line. On the reception is Tyler Adams, and a 1st down for the Griffins.
Well executed play right there with the ball on the left hash. They kind of threw a short-sided wide receiver screen, and he had all those big linemen in front of him, Taylor Graham and Dawson Davis. Pulled that left guard and left tackle, got out in front and made a nice wall for him just to fit right behind him. So a nice play. Tyler Adams with a good pickup on just a quick screen pass.
1st and 10 for the Griffins. Yellow Jacket 24-yard line, 24-0. Griffins with the lead over the Yellow Jackets. It is O'Quinn from the shotgun. Dukes in the backfield. Here is the snap. Fakes the handoff. Will throw it quickly to the 25. Now at the 20, and inside the 20-yard line is Mayu on the reception for the Griffins.
You know, kind of watching this drive just kind of make me thinking that Dutchtown's got a chance to kind of toy around with it a little bit. Honestly, they you know, you get a spot, they're up 24-0, and they can do a lot of passing stuff here and kind of build their stats to where it's not so one-sided with the rushing game and kind of help you out with your stats a little bit.
Going to be 2nd down and 4 for the Griffins now from the Yellow Jacket 18-yard line.
And I mean by stats, just making it harder to scout. You know, it's not so much run heavy. You got more balance, it looks like.
O'Quinn from the shotgun will get the snap. Looks to throw, has pressure coming. He's going to be sacked back at the 25-yard line. Elijah Butler with a big hit right there on O'Quinn.
Yeah, they try to take a shot to the end zone. They ran the bubble screen a while ago. An inside receiver ran a bubble out to the sideline. They threw it to him and got a few yards. That was the same look. He bubbled to the sideline, but the outside receiver, Adams, stuttered like he was about to block and tried to take off. Brian Hawkins was with him, but before the quarterback could find a second receiver, Shaq Butler was there quickly and make a big sack for us.
And it will be 3rd down. It will be 3rd and 11 from the 25-yard line for the Griffins. O'Quinn will check the sideline now and get reset. Dukes in the backfield lined up to O'Quinn's right. Here is the snap. Fakes the handoff. Looks to throw quickly. He does. That is going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was Adams at about the 20-yard line. And it is going to be 4th down for the Griffins.
Adams was out there covered by Mason Varese, good coverage, but also I believe that was Jonas Clark in the backfield that made O'Quinn kind of make an errant throw, a wild throw, you know, wasn't really on target. We had hands right there, Jonas Clark coming off the edge and got in the quarterback's way.
All right, so it will be 4th down and 11 for the Dutchtown Griffins. They will play it from the Yellow Jacket 25-yard line. O'Quinn, will check the sideline. Will get lined up. 3 receivers out to the far sideline. Here is the snap. He will drop back, looks to throw, fires it. It is going to be incomplete at the 15-yard line. Great coverage right there. Mason Varese. It is a turnover on downs. 1st down for the Yellow Jackets after this timeout.
Hey, assistant, what's the best way to stay connected to my Demco account information?
It's easy to take control of your account by registering at demco.org.
What will I be able to do when I register?
Everything from viewing and paying your bill to reporting outages and contacting customer service. Also, sign up for text alerts to get the information you need when you need it. There's even an app for iPhone and Android. Register today at www.demco.org.
It is going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets, their own 25-yard line, and it was going to be, was that Horn on the keeper right there?
It was a little quarterback counter. Faked the ball to a running back, running wide to the right. He countered back to the left side, but wasn't able to find a whole lot of room.
All right, so he gets about a yard on the carry, gets it to the 26-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 9, 7:28 left here. Third quarter action from Dutchtown High School. It is Dutchtown 24, Denham Springs 0. Horn from the shotgun, sends a man in motion, will hand it off to Paul in the backfield now, and Paul will pick up about 2 yards on the carry. It'll be 3rd down from the 29.
All right, decent little play there, picking up a few yards, making it 3rd and 5. A better chance to pick up this first down at 3rd and 5 than it is when it's 3rd and 9 or 3rd and 10. So Jackets here now have a chance to, maybe get Horn on the move and see if he can find a receiver short or maybe even run for it himself.
On 3rd down, Horn will have it from the shotgun. We'll have Paul in the backfield, looks to throw, has time, and we've got a
false start. Call a false start. I didn't see it. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I didn't notice it when it happened right away. But there, from that 3rd and 5 with a manageable spot to pick up a first down, now we're backed up to 3rd and 10 or 11.
Yep, so they will back up. The false start penalty against the Yellow Jackets makes it 3rd down and 11. You're right, Mitch, right there from their own 24-yard line now for Denham Springs. Horn from the shotgun, waits for the snap, has Paul in the backfield. Here is the snap. Looks to his left, has pressure, will step up, goes to his right now. He has come to the near sideline, will be pushed out of bounds right about the 30-yard line. Will be 4th down now for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, he looked up at the top of the field to Knuckles. Knuckles was running a slant. Receivers, the defenders had him covered pretty closely, so Horn had to try and find something within a hole in the pass rush and tuck to try and get up the field. Decent gain of 6 or 7 yards, which would have been a first down originally, but with the false start, that backed us up. Not going to be enough for the first down.
Sends Trenton Harrison on to punt it away on 4th and 5 from the 31-yard line. Harrison will look to punt it to Riley, who stands about his own 40-yard line. Harrison will get the snap, gets the punt off. Riley goes back, will get it at the 35-yard line. Stutter steps, will try to make a move, and will be brought down. It'll be 1st and 10 for Dutchtown after this timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts. 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
It is going to be 1st and 10 for the Griffins. They will have this one at their own 35-yard line to start this drive. It is 5:36 left in the third quarter. Griffins 24, Yellow Jackets 0. Oquan from the shotgun sends a man in motion. Will hand it off in the backfield. That's going to be Harvey up the middle. He's at the 40. The 45 will get across midfield into Yellow Jacket territory at the 49-yard line.
He hit a seam right up on the inside A-gap and accelerated through the defense, and Rancher Miller and Brian Hawkins there to tackle him about 15 yards downfield. Earlier on the punt coverage there, good job by the deep snapper, Dalton Pulley, to make a good snap and then hustle downfield and made the tackle on the return on the punt. So not much of a return. Good job by Dalton Pulley.
That makes it 1st down for the Griffins, Yellow Jacket 48-yard line. O'Quinn from the shotgun will hand it off to Harvey, who tries to go up the middle again, and he will be brought down for about a yard, maybe 2-yard gain.
Good job by the Jacket defense that time on the middle. Caden Davis in there stuffing up the run. Shaq Butler also getting in there helping make a tackle.
Going to be 2nd down for the Griffins. Going to be 2nd and 7. It will be right at the 46-yard line of Denham Springs. Oquan from the shotgun has 2 receivers out to the far side. It is Harvey in the backfield. They will check the sideline now. Oquan will take a look in and will now get reset. Oquan will talk to Harvey briefly, and now he will send Harvey in motion. Here is a snap. Oquan looking to throw, throwing it downfield. Has an open receiver, and is going to be incomplete at the 10-yard line, and the intended receiver was McCoy for Dutchtown.
McCoy had a step on Hawkins, and I've been watching Hawkins the second half. He's been limping a little bit between each play. He's out there, and he's giving it a go, and he's playing as hard as he can. But that time they got behind him, just an overthrown pass, and so brings up a 3rd and 7 for Dutchtown's defense. So Dutchtown's offense. And Jacket defense trying to get us another stop right here. We got one stop to start the half already.
On 3rd and 7 from the Yellow Jacket 46-yard line, it will be Oquan from the shotgun. Sends Harvey in motion out of the backfield. Here is the snap. Going to be a quick throw. That is going to be to Adams. Adams at the 40-yard line, the 35, the 30. He's at the 20. Breaks it at the 10. Will be brought down at the 5-yard line. A big catch right there. Tyler Adams for the Griffins. Going to be 1st and goal for Dutchtown.
Same play they ran last possession on 3rd down to pick up a 1st down. Just a wide receiver screen. Had a wall of linemen out in front of him. Those big boys getting upfield and making their blocks on the screen pass, the wide receiver screen. Give Brian Hawkins a lot of credit. He chased him down from behind. I tell you, he's limping after every play, but he's still out there fighting.
Going to be 1st and goal. It'll be from the 7-yard line of Denham Springs for the Griffins. Here's a handoff in the backfield to Harvey, who is hit by Rancher Miller, then spins around and will get inside the 5-yard line to the Yellow Jacket 4.
Jackets trying to keep him out of the end zone here and keep him from putting more points up on the board as the clock ticks down a little bit below 3 minutes and 40 seconds at this point in the 3rd quarter.
3:35 3rd quarter. It is Griffins 24, Yellow Jackets 0. Oquan from the shotgun on 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line will do the old check with me. Some teams are live and die by that. You know, it's and other teams, when they try to go quick, they just don't even pay attention.
Opponents at Michigan are not going to be like that anymore.
We could spend a whole show on that. Here's a handoff to Harvey. He will get to the goal line, and he is going to be in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Griffins.
Just the inside power run right there, running through the Jacket defense with the big boys up front and taking on tacklers and bringing them into the end zone, and a big, strong run there for Dutchtown by LaKeedron Harvey.
Yep, and that will send Michael Mathern on to attempt the extra point to extend the lead to 31. Mathern will wait for the hold. Here's a snap. Hold is down. Kick is up. It's low, but it is through the uprights, and the extra point is good. It is 3:03 left in the 3rd quarter. Dutchtown 31, Denham Springs 0. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel. One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, and Lucas Shank have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Karam Inn, Triton Outpatient Clinic, La Casa Casino, Duke's Seafood and Steakhouse, Modad One Individual Sewage Treatment System, Forest Grove Plantation, and Billy Lynch Professional Title Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
31-0, Yellow Jackets trailing Dutchtown here from Griffin Stadium. Here's the kickoff from Cardona. It is going to be an end-over-end kick. It is going to be fielded at the 25-yard line. Ball will hit the turf again, and the Yellow Jackets will cover it up back at about their own 23, 24-yard line. We'll see where they spot them down, but it'll be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, sophomore up back, defense, an outside linebacker, Cedric Polk, was trying to fair catch that, but he was backing up to fair catch it, and you always think let those guys like an infielder in pop-ups, let the outfielders come get it coming forward instead of the guy up front trying to go backwards to catch it.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. They will start this drive at their own 24-yard line with 2:59 left here in the 3rd quarter. Horn from the shotgun will get the snap. We'll hand it off to Paul in the backfield. Paul will try to go to the left side, gets to the 20. Looks like they're going to give him about the 22-yard line. 26.
So, good thing for the night. We mentioned earlier, Brenton Paul, sophomore running back. Look, there are a lot of young players out there that have had to play this year for the Jackets, and the one-loss record isn't what we've wanted this season, but these guys that are out there, these young players, are getting experience, and a lot of them are going to be back next year and only going to be better for it.
Going to be 2nd down and 8 for the Yellow Jackets. Horn looking to throw quickly. He does. It is going to be caught on the far sideline. Is that Paul with the reception?
That was Knuckles.
No, that's Knuckles, yes. Yep. Knuckles on the far sideline. Going to make it 3rd and short now for Denham Springs.
You were close, 21 or 31. You know, which one was it going to be? But, yeah, Ethan Knuckles with the catch out there, bringing up the 3rd and 2, looks like. So, see if we can convert on a first down and get down the field and get some points on the board.
3rd and 2 for the Yellow Jackets from the 32-yard line. It will be Horn from the shotgun. Waits for the snap, gets it. He will hand it off. That is going to be to Paul. Paul come to the near side. Will get to the 35. They'll mark him down at the 36, and it will be a first down for the Yellow Jackets. That's a Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill Jackets first down. Check out the Denham Springs Sports Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Mitch, if I'm correct, that's only the 2nd first down for Yellow Jackets tonight.
Well, you know, at Big Mike's, I like the Denham dip. So we need to talk about Big Mike's a little more. So the Jacket offense get a few more first downs. We'll keep talking about Big Mike's.
Buffalo shrimp wrap from me all day. Actually, anything Buffalo at Big Mike's. On 1st and 10, 36-yard line, Horn is going to throw it. He is going to have Goldman, and Goldman will get across the 45 to the 46, and another Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill Jackets first down. Big Mike stays open late after Denham Springs High School football games. That's Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill. Let's keep it going, Mitch. Let's keep it going.
Ask and ye shall receive. So another Big Mike's first down.
46-yard line for the Yellow Jackets. They will play it at their own 46. Horn from the shotgun will hand it off to Paul. Paul will get to midfield into Dutchtown territory at the 47-yard line. So Yellow Jackets showing a little fight here late in this one, down 31-0.
You know, we're getting close enough. We get another first down. We might talk about Big Mike's desserts.
2nd and 5 for Denham Springs. Here's the handoff to Paul again. Paul off the left side will get back to the line of scrimmage, which will actually give him a yard gain as he will get to the Dutchtown 47-yard line.
Tell you what, that's some big boys there. Diego Spears and then the outside linebacker Blake Bowie doing a good job on the edge. Like I said, Dutchtown has some good-looking defensive players. They're fast. They're some big boys, and they fly around. And like I said, they like to blitz from all different angles out there, and it makes it tough on an offense.
Going to be 3rd and 3 for the Yellow Jackets. Dutchtown 47-yard line. Horn from the shotgun looks to throw. He does, and it is going to be Peyton Puffer at the 40-yard line. They'll put him at the 41-yard line, but it will be a first down for the Yellow Jackets. Another Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill Jackets first down. You can cater your next party at Big Mike's. Check out Big Mike's catering menu.
Club sandwich is another one of my favorites. I love the Big Mike's club sandwich.
I like just keep it going, Mitch. I mean, until it's working, man.
The
shoestring
fries.
That's
I'm a big fan of the shoestring
sweet
fries.
Potato fries here.
Ooh, sweet potato fries.
We got a timeout on the field. Looks like Yellow Jackets will take the end of the quarter. Sorry, I thought it was saw Coach walking out there that he called a timeout. That does it for third quarter action here. Dutchtown 31, Denham Springs 0. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Small Sliders is now open in Denham Springs. At Small Sliders, they are obsessed with serving up premium, delicious cheeseburger sliders. Keep it simple with a single patty. Make it a Biggie Smalls. That's double patty, double cheese. Or add a colossal stack of bacon, Drew Brees style. And perfect for tailgating, Smalls party packs with 25 sliders and a tray of fries. Never frozen, pattied in-house, and cooked to order. That's Small Sliders, Aspen Square in Denham Springs.
We played 3 quarters here from Dutchtown High School, and it is Dutchtown 31, Denham Springs 0. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from the Dutchtown 41-yard line. Here's a handoff from Horn to Paul, and Paul will get back to the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yep, so Jackets getting a little bit of momentum here, 3 first downs on about the last 5 plays, and so trying to keep moving across. Is this our first snap we just took on the Dutchtown side of the field?
It might be. If not, it's close.
We never took possession on their side, and we didn't have a lot of first downs in the first half.
No, we only had the 1 first down.
I'm going to say that was the first snap on Dutchtown side of the field.
All right, it will be actually a loss of yard. They'll get putting back to the 42. Here is a quick throw that was looking for, is that Byers out of the
No,
backfield?
that was Goldman.
Oh, yeah, Goldman, yeah.
It was Goldman out there.
Goldman switches numbers in week 7.
He was number 83 for most of the year, but then I noticed it. I saw him in a JV game wearing number 15. I said, you can't wear your number in JV games? I said, Coach, I switched. That number became available, and I wanted to wear number 15, so Coach let me switch, and that was just a week ago. So he's got us all thrown off with our charts up here.
That's right. He sure has. and then Cy Martin and
Caleb Cost.
They changed earlier, and here it is on third down for the Yellow Jackets. Going to be a throw to the 35-yard line. Intended receiver, Mason Varese, and it brings up fourth down now for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, the Jackets will definitely go for it here, 4th and 11. Try and, pick up this first down if we can.
Hudson Byers will check in to the game for the Yellow Jackets. It will be 4th and 11, 42-yard line of Dutchtown for Denham Springs. See what the Yellow Jackets dial up here. It will be Horn from the shotgun. 3 receivers out to the far sideline, 1 here to the near. Here is a snap. Horn has pressure coming, looks to throw. He does. That is going to be incomplete. Almost picked off there by Riley for Dutchtown, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. First down for the Griffins after this quick timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Your local authorized Steel Outdoor Power Equipment dealer is C&M Outdoor Power Equipment. C&M Outdoor Power has been satisfying Livingston Parish customers since 1965. Known for their quality outdoor steel equipment and tools, C&M Outdoor Power will expertly service everything they sell, and C&M is here to answer all of your questions. Locally owned and operated by Travis Murray and his family, your local steel dealer is C&M Outdoor Power Equipment Sales and Service. Corner of Florida Boulevard and Cuban Road in Denham Springs.
First and 10 for Dutchtown, their own 42-yard line. Handoff in the backfield to Dukes, and Dukes will be wrapped up, and he will be tackled for a loss on the play. They'll put him back at the 40-yard line for a loss of 2.
Yep, Dutchtown still got a lot of the regular starters in there except for the quarterback spot. Junior quarterback Dylan Champagne is in there taking the snaps right now. I watched some JV film this week on Huddle. They played in a driving rain Tuesday night, both the freshmen and the JV game. There was a lot of rain going on Tuesday at Denham Springs High School.
Was there?
It was. It didn't rain much on the south end, but it did on the north side.
Going to be 2nd and 12, 40-yard line now. It is Champagne checking in for the Griffins, as mentioned there. It is from the shotgun. He will wait the snap, gets it, will hand it off to Dukes. Dukes coming to the near sideline, gets to the 45, gets to the 50, gets into Yellow Jacket territory, will be brought down at the 46-yard line, and a first down for Dutchtown.
We haven't had a lot of highlights tonight, so speaking of the JV game on Tuesday, let's give a shout-out to Slade Daigle. Slade Daigle had about a 96-yard touchdown run in that rainstorm the other night on Tuesday. That was a good highlight. I saw that one on Huddle.
I mean, I'm at Big Mike's. I never saw a raindrop.
It rained good. It was a pretty hard rain.
That's weird because, well, they had something going out in the parking lot that night, some kind of trick-or-treating type deal. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Griffins, 44-yard line of Denham Springs. It is Champagne from the shotgun will hand it off. That is going to be to Dukes again. Dukes will get back to the line of scrimmage, and that looks like that's where they will mark him down, where it'll be 2nd down.
Jacket defense doing a good job of stiffing up right there on the run. There on the right side, Blaine Gibbs is over there helping make a tackle. Trevor Lewis still out there fighting for the defense and making tackles.
31-0. Griffins leading over the Yellow Jackets. 9:20 left here in the fourth quarter. It is going to be 2nd and 9 for Dutchtown from the Yellow Jacket 43-yard line. Champagne will work it from the shotgun. 4-receiver set. Here is a snap. Looks to his left. He will fire it. It is going to be caught at the 40-yard line. On the reception is Mayu, and it is 3rd down now for the Griffins.
Just give it a little shout out there, quarterback Dylan Champagne. His dad coached with me at Woodlawn, coached with Coach Nettles at Woodlawn. Coach Nettles hired us both. We were assistant coaches for Drew over there, and then when I was the head baseball coach, Champagne, he says however you want to say it. He never gets offended.
That's like Kamara. He's like, my mom says this, I say this.
They always say it however you want to say it. It works.
I'm going to stick with Champagne. I like that one better.
But he's also good friends with Coach David Bork. We interviewed him recently. We all used to be at Woodlawn together. But that's this quarterback's dad, Mike, good guy.
All right, so it will be 3rd down and 6 for the Griffins. Here is a snap, drops back, looks to throw. He's looking for Dukes in the flat, has him at the 40, will be tackled at the 38-yard line. Going to be 4th down now for the Griffins.
Fourth and they're showing third down right now. They switched it to fourth, but then just showing third.
This should be fourth down right here. I would right.
They switched it to fourth for a second, but now it moved back to third. I did lose track of the down as we were speaking a while ago, but.
Well, the officials are talking right now, so maybe
right.
they're trying to get that figured out. But it definitely was fairly certain because he.
Oh, face mask. It's going to be a first down.
Don't matter. Going to be a first down. So we can call it. We could be right or wrong. It doesn't matter. It's a first down for the Griffins now after a face mask against the Yellow Jackets.
Wasn't an obvious face mask, and the flag wasn't obvious either because we didn't really see it laying on the ground anywhere. But moves it forward for the Griffins.
All right, going to be first and 10, 23-yard line now for Dutchtown as they will get the yardage after the face mask against Denham Springs. Champagne from the shotgun will throw quickly into the flat. Has his man at the 20-yard line. Will try to fight. Going to be brought down by Rancher Miller. On the reception for Dutchtown is going to be McCoy.
Good tackle there by, like you said, Rancher Miller and Kai Dwaron. As soon as the ball was caught, both of them there to make the hit and drive them backwards. So forward progress gives them about a 3 or 4 yard gain on that one.
Dutchtown 31, Denham Springs 0. 7:28 left here in the fourth quarter from Dutchtown High School. It is going to be Champagne from the shotgun. Has Dukes in the backfield. On the third down. Well, if the Champagne will get it, we'll hand it off to Dukes. Dukes will move around as he will try to get to some positive yards off his left side. He'll be brought down looking for a flag there as he was brought down kind of hard to the turf there, but it was no flag. We'll call that football.
A little bit of a shove. It was it wasn't a major blow, but it was a little bit of a shove. But referee decided no harm, no foul. Play another down.
All right, so it will be third down now for the Griffins. It will be from the Yellow Jacket 17-yard line. Champagne from the shotgun. There's two receivers out to the far sideline, one to the near. It is Dukes lined up to his left. Champagne gets it. Will fake the handoff, looks to throw, he does, and it looks like a great catch right there by Dutchtown on the reception. That time is going to be Rylan Mayu, a junior wide receiver for this Dutchtown team.
Just a little, like I said, it looks like an RPO. I'm not sure if they're actually reading it or automatically going to throw that, but Champagne wrote it in there with the running back, looked like a run play, pulled it out, threw a little quick slant to the receiver out there and made a good catch. McBride was right on his back, but a good throw and a good catch by the receiver in traffic.
First and goal. It's going to be from the Yellow Jacket 9-yard line now for Dutchtown as Champagne will work from the shotgun yet again. Dukes now lined up to his right. Waits for the snap, gets it, hands it off to Dukes. Dukes will be hit at the line of scrimmage and brought down for no gain. They may give him a yard on forward progress. 5:35 left here in the fourth quarter. Dutchtown 31, Denham Springs 0. Tough night for the Jackets.
It has been a tough night. Just a reminder to make sure that people know that, Big Mike's, like a lot of good food, a lot of good drinks, a lot of good pizza, everything.
A lot of good everything. Good people. Big Mike O'Neill. I mean, a Denham Springs legend.
Check out the Denham Springs Hall of Fame while you're at Big Mike's as well.
That's right. Lots of legends in there. It will be second down and goal from the 8-yard line now. Here's a handoff to Dukes. Dukes near sideline, gets to the 5, looking for, and that'll be Harvey. Check that, not Dukes. It was Harvey on the carry. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. We'll see where they mark this one down. Looks like it's inside the 5-yard line, and they will put him down at the Yellow Jacket 2.
Also, while we're talking about our sponsors, I want to leave out Brandy Robertson. We haven't got to call her name out a whole lot with Brandy Robertson State Farm, but if Dutchtown scores, I think once you get over 31, then their touchdowns become Brandy Robertson score drives.
Okay. That's
Is that the rule? Is that how it works?
I mean, hey, we can make up any rule we want. We just got to run it by John Fine first. Here is a handoff. It is going to be in the backfield from Champagne. They look like they'll be right at the goal line. Looks to be fourth and goal from the 1 now for Dutchtown.
It's kind of a touchy spot for coaches, Do you 4th and 1, you look bad if you go for it and score a touchdown, but if you kick a field goal, it's like you're taking sure points. We kick a field goal, we're getting 3 sure points right here to add to the scoreboard. So a lot of times coaches will just run a base run and play up the middle, and if you score, you score. If the defense stops you, they stop you. So it's kind of interesting to see how Dutchtown plays this one out.
Well, it is going to be 4th and goal from the 1-yard line, and
maybe a player down. Maybe the referee's calling a timeout.
Yeah, waiting to see what the Dutchtown may. You think they may take a timeout here? Let this run down.
No, just say that the referee was calling a timeout for something.
Because the play clock stopped.
Okay,
yeah, got you.
Referees were talking a couple things over.
All right, so it will be 1st and goal now. It looks like Champaign will go under. Nope, he will get back into the shotgun formation. It is Dukes in the backfield to his left, 1 receiver out to either side. On 4th and goal, here Champaign will give it to Dukes. Dukes will cut up and he will be in at the goal line for a touchdown. Looks like he cut up right at that 1-yard line and made a nice cut and gets in for the score.
Yeah, and then like I said, that was a running play there, and if the Jacket defense makes a stop, they do. They didn't just take the sure points by kicking the field goal there, and I don't think Coach Beer would take any offense to how Dutchtown handled that situation.
That will send out Michael Mathern to attempt the extra point for the Griffins, and see if they will extend this lead here. It is Mayu, the holder. He will await the snap. Mathern gets lined up. Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick is up. Through the uprights. Extra point is good. 3:32 left here in the 4th quarter. It is Dutchtown 38, Denham Springs 0. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Do you have a go-to doctor when you're sick? Now more than ever, having a primary care provider you know and trust is essential. It's time to put your health first and schedule a visit with a North Oaks primary care provider today. From annual checkups to health screenings and everything in between, our team of providers are ready to provide the care you need to stay healthy. Call 985-230-APPT today to schedule an appointment or schedule online at northoaks.org/PCP.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care, Safe Voyage Tattoo, Use Safe and Lock, Buddy's Barbecue, Adams Smoke Shop, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, and Coconut Willie's Daiquiris. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Back on Yellow Jackets football, 3:32 left in the 4th quarter. Dutchtown 38, Denham Springs 0. It will be Cardona to kick it off for the Griffins. He has it teed up at the 40-yard line, and we will await the kick now. He can make sure everyone is set where they should be. Steps up and boots it from the 40, end-over-end kick. It will go to the 10-yard line. Yellow Jackets will return it at the 15. That's Mason Varese. He gets to the 20, makes a move, will be brought down at the 20-yard line. Looks like he was trying to find him a little room there. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets at their own 20 to start this one, Mitch. Obviously, down 38-0. See what the Yellow Jackets can do here. They're going to keep fighting hard all the way to the end. We see that every week with this team.
Yeah, one last drive right here. Looks like to try and get a chance to go down there and get something positive to walk away from this game. And so, coaches tried to shake it up a little bit. We've had Jerry Horn at quarterback. He's handled the duties all game long. And quite honestly, it's not like a one-person, thing. It's not the quarterback having to do it all by himself and everything like that. It's just got to be a unit together that works to get it done.
On 1st and 10, Horn will get it out into the flat to the 25, the 30. Now at the 35, out of the backfield, that is going to be, is that Knuckles?
That was Byers.
That is Byers, yeah.
Yep. So nice little play. He released out wide to the sideline, a little bit pre-snap, trying to work out there to the flats, and then we did a good job right there. Horn picked him up.
First down for the Yellow Jackets. That makes it a Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill Jackets first down. Big Mike's has live music on the weekend, so go check them out at Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill. 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. 37-yard line of Dutchtown.
Don't forget the shrimp po' boys at Big Mike's.
Buffalo shrimp po' boy. How about that?
Buffalo anything, right?
That's right. Horn from a pistol formation will fake a handoff, gives it to McBride. Now McBride trying to go back to Horn and is going to be incomplete at the 45-yard line. And Yellow Jackets trying to show a little razzle-dazzle out there. That's one of those plays that I feel like coaches put in the playbook throughout the season and kind of keep players engaged and all that. And that was kind of fun to see McBride trying to hit Horn there.
It was kind of fun, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that Coach Kelly is not going to use McBride at quarterback when he gets to LSU. He didn't quite hit Horn on the run on that one, but it was worth the shot.
It was a fun play right there, and the kids love those plays. Going to be 2nd down and 10 now for the Yellow Jackets. Their own 37-yard line. Horn looks to throw, going to throw it downfield, looking for Peyton Puffer at the Dutchtown 40. He's got him. He's at the 30. The 20 going to be brought down right around the 20-yard line. It's going to be the 22-yard line of Dutchtown. Make that a Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill Jackets first down. Visit Big Mike's website and check out Big Mike's on Facebook.
Always love a good ice cream brownie.
Oh, I was about to say you were going to talk about dessert after you've had a whole pizza.
It's nice, very nice. You got to finish it off right.
All right, going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. It'll be from the Dutchtown 22-yard line now. The Yellow Jackets is deep into Griffin territory as they've been here tonight. Horn from the shotgun with 3 receivers out to the far side. Gets a snap, rolls to his left, looks to throw towards the end zone. He is looking for Goldman, and Goldman at the 1-yard line, and they are going to say he is in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Sean Goldman with the touchdown for Denham Springs.
Deshaun Goldman's going to get his first varsity touchdown right there. He's had a few in the JV games, but a nice little corner route. Horn made a good throw. Goldman did a good job catching it over there right near the sideline, and after he gathered it in, he reached the ball out and got it over the pylon. Looked like he may have been knocked out the 1-yard line, but he reached out and stretched the ball over the pylon before he got out of bounds. So going to get us that Brandy Robertson scoring drive here in a minute, so we're going to get everything touched up tonight.
Sends out Jonathan Bravo to attempt the extra point. Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick is up. And the extra point is through the uprights, and the extra point is good. 2:02 left in the 4th quarter. It is Dutchtown 38, Denham Springs 7. Back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then, turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Hey, it's Max Sellers from Ralph Sellers Chevrolet. We're again excited to be a sponsor of the Denham Springs Fighting Yellow Jackets football team this year. We appreciate all the support from your community in our first few years in business, and we are excited about things to come. Whether it's a new or used car, truck, or SUV, award-winning service from our dedicated service and parts staff, or even an outstanding collision repair for your vehicle, Ralph Sellers Chevrolet wants to earn your business. From our Ralph Sellers Chevrolet dealership family to your school family, go Jackets!
Welcome back in Yellow Jackets football. We will get you the Brandy Robertson State Farm Insurance scoring drive after this kickoff from Johnny Bravo. Here is the kick from the 40. Yellow Jackets trying to do the onside kick. It goes to the far sideline, and we'll see how they sort this one out here. But it is time for that Brandy Robertson State Farm Insurance scoring drive for Auto, Home, and Health. It's Brandy Robertson State Farm Insurance. Team members include Justin Summerall, Amanda Cook, Pauline Incardis, Nikki Giachetti, and Christina Watson. Visit betterwithbrandy.net. What do you have for us, Mitch?
The Yellow Jackets went 80 yards. It took them 1 minute and 20 seconds, and the touchdown play was a Jerry Horn to Deshaun Goldman, receiver Goldman. Now, remember, twin brothers. Sean's the receiver, so Sean Goldman got the 21-yard touchdown reception, and with 2:02 left on the clock, the Jackets get on the board. Still right now, Dutchtown a lot in the Jacket 7.
It is going to be first down for the Griffins that will be at the 49-yard line. So they'll start at the Yellow Jacket 49-yard line on 1st and 10 with 2:02 left here in the 4th quarter. And the score, as Mitch said, 38-7. Well, you said a lot, not a lot. Here is a handoff in the backfield. That is going to be to Harvey. Harvey trying to find some positive yardage, and he is not going to be able to as the Yellow Jackets are all over that. He will lose yards as he will go back across the 50 and back into his own territory.
Brian Hawkins there helping to make a tackle and getting up a little bit slow right here. As he's going to need a little help getting back to the sideline. He's played hard tonight, man. He has been out there. Like I said, it didn't look like he was 100% all second half, and he kept going hard.
Yeah, this is kind of scary. He's a little wobbly there.
Yeah, a little bit wobbly.
A little wobbly there. Trainers are going to get out there to him quickly. So we'll step away here for a minute with 1:35 left in the 4th quarter. We will be back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Count on it at Smith Accounting Services. Randy Smith and his staff have decades of accounting experience with Randy along with Mickey McMorris and a terrific staff. Smith Accounting Services can handle all of your accounting needs, personal taxes, computerized payroll services, corporate income tax, business taxes, bookkeeping. And when their quality work is done, you can count on Randy Smith to reminisce about Yellow Jackets athletics. Smith Accounting Services, 277 East Railroad, Denham.
Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston. The number one choice in cleanup and restoration is Serve Pro of Livingston. Whether it's water damage, fire damage, mold, storm, or construction issues, let the highly trained professionals at Serve Pro of Livingston clean and restore your property and make it like it never happened. Serve Pro of Livingston is prepared for just about anything and is open 24/7, so Serve Pro is faster to any disaster. Serve Pro of Livingston, Florida Boulevard, Denham Springs. Soon to be at the old Albertsons. Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by BJ Pawn and Gun, Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, Liberty Auto Sales, Cypress Pharmacy, Burning Lotus Tattoo of Denham Springs, and Rustic Home Outlet and Mattress Express Outlet. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto, and guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. State Farm's Brandy Robertson is your go-to agent in Denham Springs for the service you deserve at the price you want. Try combining home and auto today. Brandy Robertson will help you mix and match things perfectly. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rate. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual green will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
We're walking back into Yellow Jackets football, so kind of a unfortunate moment here as we're seeing play out on the field. We're going to go ahead and switch it here into the booth for a few minutes as Brian Hawkins is being attended to on the field. They are now bringing the stretcher out, so as we mentioned, it looked like he was a little wobbly getting up there. Hopefully this is all precautionary stuff, and it's it's nothing too serious, but obviously anytime you have to do this, and you saw the way he was getting up, it is something that it reminds you that this can be a violent game sometimes.
Yeah, he was in there to help make the tackle, and I don't know if head collided with anything, but I know when he stood up slowly, and then he kind of wobbled back, and one of his teammates called him, and then it was like, hey, we're going to go to the sideline, and when he took 2 steps toward the sideline, he wobbled and stumbled backwards again for a step, and I believe it was Kai Dwyer on there kind of catching him so he wasn't falling to the ground. So right now the medical staff is working on him. Like I say, he has had some movement and stuff, but definitely a situation they want to be very careful with.
Well, I want to give credit to all the medical staffs here. I mean, you saw when he was getting up, some of the trainers from Dutchtown, because it was closer to their sideline immediately, were getting out there to try to help him to say, hey, let's get him down on the ground and, just kind of get him stable there, and then we'll see what we need to do. And then, of course, Coach Bork and his staff making their way from the Denham sideline over here. So hopefully everything works out here and he's going to be fine, and this is all precautionary. Obviously, I'll talk to Coach Beard next week, and we'll get an update on that. But just one of the unfortunate parts in the games that happen sometimes, and you're just lucky that you have such great staffs to take care of them.
Certainly do. And then they have, EMS that's here on site so they can get here quickly if needed. And then, of course, right now they want to make sure we get all the precautions and take care of him. And the EMS was out here pretty quickly to help with him on the field, and they'll get him to the ambulance and get him taken care of the best they can.
All right, so it's 1:35 left here in the fourth quarter. Dutchtown leading over the Yellow Jackets 38-7, and we will take a timeout here, and we will come back, and looks like we may get these last minute and a half here from Dutchtown High School. We'll be back after this on Yellow Jackets football.
Bond Roten Eye Clinic is your full-service eye care specialist. Dr. Hunter Bond and Dr. Chris Roten and their staff expertly handle all of your eye care needs. A former Jackets football player, Dr. Hunter Bond is proud to serve the Denham Springs community that gave so much to him. You can visit Bond Roten Eye Clinic at 222 Veterans Boulevard in Denham Springs or call 791-2020. That's Bond Roten Eye Clinic in Denham Springs with locations in Hammond and Amy.
Hey guys, this is Steve and Ben Wilson with Peak Performance Physical Therapy. With both of us being graduates of Denham Springs High School, we are proud to be on the sidelines on Friday nights, helping to ensure these athletes stay safe. However, we also realize that injuries are a common part of life. So whether you're hurt at home, on the job, or in the community, please understand that we are here to help with all of your rehab needs. While we enjoy treating the athletes of Livingston, we love treating the entire Livingston population as well. So come see us at Peak Performance Physical Therapy for all of your rehab needs.
If your saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Edward Jones Financial Advisors Scott Landry and Sims White can help. Stop by their office at 179 Del Orleans. That's Scott Landry and Sims White at Edward Jones, 179 Del Orleans, right across from the post office. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Brendan Rishu with Smart Move Real Estate, KOA Campground, the law office of IVL Graham, Brian Ross, owner, OK Computers and Auto Sales, Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, and Dentistry. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
As we welcome back in Yellow Jackets football, minute 35 left here from Dutchtown High School between the Yellow Jackets and the Griffins. Brian Hawkins now being taken off the field. So, again, just one of those moments that reminds you that this game can turn quickly like that. You know, you're looking at a minute 35 left. You're just kind of getting this one over. You're still playing hard, and then this happens. And again, I'm hoping this is all just precautionary to make sure everything is okay with the young man. But we will obviously get an update on that for next week. But obviously, our thoughts and prayers with Brian Hawkins right now as he is being attended to, and hoping for all the best there.
Yeah, tough situation for Brian. I don't know the young man personally, but I believe they moved in here in 9th or 10th grade. But his younger brother, Braylon, was one of my running backs for 3 years with me at Denham Springs Junior High as an 8th grader, so I know his family. And he's a senior and played a good job for us all year at cornerback. And we would hope that's not his last play that he plays high school football, but with only 1 week left, that might be a tough way to end it.
Going to be 2nd down and 12 now for Dutchtown as we get back to the action here. The clock will start now as they will line it up here, and Dutchtown will run this down probably as much as they can to try to go ahead and get this one.
I think they might take a knee here.
Yeah.
Once a play like that kind of happens, just go ahead and let's take a couple knees and call it a night.
Yep, Champagne is going to line up in a shotgun formation. He is going to let the play clock run down, and I believe he will, as you said, Mitch, looks like he'll get the ball. He does take the knee, and that will make it 3rd down now for Dutchtown. And
nothing malicious happened. I mean, there wasn't anything, dirty or anything ugly that happened. Just a football play, and collisions happen in football. And unfortunately, Brian went down, but getting taken care of right now, and so we hope he's going to be okay.
Yeah, of course. And we will, again, obviously I will talk to Coach Beard next week, and we'll get an update on that. And hopefully it'll be all positive news for Brian Hawkins. Clock down to 35 seconds left in the game here. Dutchtown will take their final knee. Champagne gets the snap, will take the knee, and that will do it for this one, and that will send us to the Ralph Seller Chevrolet post-game show, brought to you by Ralph Seller Chevrolet, just over the Amite River in Baton Rouge. It is Ralph Seller Chevrolet, located at 15015 Florida Boulevard, and is open for your automotive needs. Ready to serve you at a Chevrolet location familiar to you for over 40 years. The parts manager at Ralph Seller Chevrolet is Jim McChristian, a proud supporter of the Yellow Jackets. And Jim is not only the parts manager, also service manager there at Ralph Seller Chevrolet. So come visit Ralph Seller Chevrolet, and we will be back after this timeout on Yellow Jackets football.
Remember, local and loco when you think of Maria's Mexican Restaurant. Local. The Abarca family is from Denham Springs and has been serving great Mexican food at Maria's for almost 40 years. Loco means crazy, and you'd be crazy not to eat at Maria's. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, enchiladas, my amigos, it's all at Maria's. So, local. Be loco by eating at Denham Springs. David Taco Abarca's Maria's Mexican Restaurant.
Let's,
1/2 mile east.
Well, now because we're not going to be switching it again. So.
Half of decades of accounting experience with Randy, along with Mickey McMorris and a terrific staff. Accounting services can help your taxes, computerized payroll service, corporate income tax, business taxes, bookkeeping. And when their quality work is done, you can count on Randy Smith to reminisce about Jackets athletics. Smith Accounting Services, 277 East Railroad, Denham Springs.
Your locally owned full-service dry cleaner at Denham Springs is Quick Handy Cleaners. Quick and Handy Cleaners can expertly handle all of your dry cleaning needs with friendly Livingston Parish hometown service. Quick and Handy Cleaners, family owned and operated by Scooter and Kate Keene.
What's that?
Livingston Parish for 50
we're going
years.
Quick and Handy Sporting Center next, and then we'll finish with Smalls. Oh.
But Railroad with locations in Walker and Watson. Quick and Handy Cleaners.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
You might know that State Farm agent Randy Robertson has great service. She's your good neighbor after all. But did you know State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep, that's right. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Randy Robertson has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Denham Springs. Visit betterwithrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Randy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Small Sliders is now open in Denham Springs. At Small Sliders, they are obsessed with serving up premium, delicious cheeseburger sliders. Keep it simple with a single patty. Make it a Biggie Smalls. That's double patty, double cheese. Or add a colossal stack of bacon, Drew Brees style. And perfect for tailgating, Smalls party packs with 25 sliders and a tray of fries. Never frozen, pattied in-house, and cooked to order. That's Small Sliders, Aspen Square in Denham Springs.
Ralph Seller Chevrolet postgame show, 38-7, the final here from Dutchtown High School. Josh Ward now along John Fine. John, tough night for the Yellow Jackets, but more importantly, Brian Hawkins, we were told up here by just a moment ago that he is moving his extremities, so that's good news there. Hopefully this is just, again, precautionary stuff, but, of course, unfortunate way to end the game here at Dutchtown, but our thoughts with Brian here
Thoughts
tonight.
and prayers with
Yes,
Brian,
sure.
his family, his loved ones. And, again, the Dutchtown PA announcer told us off the air that he saw Brian Hawkins moving his hands, his arms, so that is certainly good news. All Dutchtown tonight on the football field. Dukes with a 1-yard touchdown run as Dutchtown goes up 7-0 with 8:44 left to be played in the first quarter. 23-yard field goal by Mathern makes it 10-0 Dutchtown with 4:28 left in the first quarter. That's our score at the end of the first quarter. The Griffins leading 10-0. Couple of positives for the Jackets is their defense holds inside the 10-yard line as Dutchtown had it first and goal, forcing a field goal attempt. So that was a good thing. And then Hawkins with a really good kick return on the ensuing kickoff. End of the first quarter, it is 10-0 Dutchtown. Then Harvey with a 6-yard touchdown run with 9:01 left to be played in the first half. It's 17-0 Dutchtown. The Griffin takes a 24-0 halftime lead as Adams has an 18-yard touchdown run with 4:16 left to be played in the first half. A little bit of a scare for the Jackets as McBride went down to injury, and he was out for a few plays, but then he came back at the end of the second quarter and played the rest of the ball game. A Butler sack to start the third quarter helped the Jackets out. As Dutchtown opened up at their own 28-yard line, they drive it into Denham Springs territory. That Butler sack made it 4th and 11 at the Denham Springs 25. Mason Varese breaks up a pass. Jackets take over, turnover on downs. Dutchtown on their ensuing possession, though, they travel 65 yards, ending with a 4-yard Harvey touchdown run. With 3:03 left to be played in the third quarter, it was 31-0 Dutchtown. That was our score heading into the fourth quarter. Dukes with a 1-yard touchdown run with 3:32 remaining to be played in the fourth quarter makes it 38-0 Dutchtown. And then the Jackets get on the scoreboard after a 51-yard pass from Horn to Puffer, move the ball to the 21-yard line of Dutchtown. A 21-yard pass from Horn to Sean Goldman. Jackets get on the scoreboard with 2:02 left to be played in the fourth quarter. And then bravo, Jonathan. The extra point for the Jackets makes it 38-7. That is our final score, 38-7. And Josh, we joked a little bit about Mitch Covington missing the meeting that we had to celebrate his 25th anniversary, and then I said we were good-naturedly we were going to be censuring Mitch for missing that meeting, and then I took it back and eventually censured myself for calling Peak Performance Physical Therapy Peak Performance Chiropractic. I don't know what was going through my mind. Probably not much of anything, but anyway, we do want to congratulate Mitch for being married to his beautiful bride for 25 years. Isn't that something?
It is something that she could put up with him for 25 years.
Well,
she deserves a medal.
That's the next thing. We offer our condolences to Mitch's wife. But anyway, seriously, Mitch does a great job as color commentator, and we thank him for everything he does and certainly understand him missing our meeting, understanding Steve Wilson not being here because he had to attend a conference for training out in the Houston area. We cannot excuse is my mistakenly referring to a great sponsor in Peak Performance Physical Therapy. So the censure that I put on myself, Josh, that continues until next week.
Okay, we'll see you then. That was John Fine. We will take a time out. It will be Mitch joining me back here in the booth. 38-7, the final here from Dutchtown High School. We are back after this with more of the Ralph Siller Chevrolet postgame show on Yellow Jackets football.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, L. King Company, Danny Pauline with 5 Star Printing, Horace Wilkinson State Farm Insurance, Sport Clips, and Karam Inn. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts. 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
C&M Outdoor Power Equipment and Skag Lawnmowers, a winning combination. C&M Outdoor Power Equipment provides the highest quality Skag products and services for their customers, and C&M is always there to answer questions, with customers leaving C&M knowing how to use and maintain their purchased equipment properly. Locally owned and operated by Travis Murray and his family, C&M has been satisfying Livingston Parish customers since 1965, featuring Skag mowers. That's C&M Power Sales and Service, corner of Florida and Cuban in Denham Springs.
Hey, assistant, what's the best way to stay connected to my Demco account information?
It's easy to take control of your account by registering at demco.org.
What will I be able to do when I register?
Everything from viewing and paying your bill to reporting outages and contacting customer service. Also, sign up for text alerts to get the information you need when you need it. There's even an app for iPhone and Android. Register today at www.demco.org.
Welcome back in. Ralph Sellers Chevrolet postgame show, 38-7, the final here from Dutchtown High School. Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington now. Mitch, obviously a tough night here for the Yellow Jackets. I was just trying to tell you, you look for something positive in games like this. As coaches, you have to do it. As players, you have to do it. So, Mitch Covington, the coach, says the positive in this one was...
Well, the positive I think that you can try to take just to build on. You're always trying to work to get better. There was a lot of young guys out there on the field tonight, and young sophomore running back tonight, Brenton Paul, got a lot of carries, and he was in the game a lot and building some more experience as we build toward next season. But put 7 on the board at the end, right? So I guess we finished on a 7-0 run. Can we say that? We finished the game on a 7-0 run, so that was pretty good. But, it's going to be tough for these guys. They knew coming in, needed to win 2 games to try and get into the playoffs, and now that looks very bleak that the playoff spot's kind of slipping away from you. But I know this much. We got Walker in Week 10. Walker's always a team that you're going to get ready to play. You don't want to go over there and, play poorly. So those guys are going to have a good week of practice, I know, and they'll come out and play with some fire next week.
Well, let's kind of look at this one a little bit too. You knew Dutchtown, as you said, was a really good team coming into this one. I mean, they're number 5 in the power rankings for a reason. They've got the 1 loss to Walker, who they lost by 1 point in that one. Now they've had to fight through some adversity here. I think with the Live Oak game, they were down in the fourth quarter going to that when they got 2 scores, or
maybe tied. I think,
or some, whatever the deal was. It was close in the fourth. They ended up pulling away from that one. The game they lost at Walker, was a tight one, and then you see how good Walker is right now. So this is a very good Dutchtown team. You knew that coming into it. Denham Springs, again, I would say the positive that I see is that, when it's 31-0, 38-0, you're still trying to go out there and do things. You're still trying to score. You're still fighting for it. You're not shutting it down. You're not phoning it in. You're still going out there and you're seeing that. And Coach Beard talks about it all the time, the Denham fight. We're going to put the guys out there that want to play on the field. I think you see that sometimes in some of the players that we see out there for Denham Springs, or those guys that Coach Beard say, hey, your effort is there during the week, you're going to be out there on Friday night.
And to say that, and I'm not privy to what the coaches say in their meetings. I'm not there at every practice or really any of the practices. Every now and then I kind of get an idea of what's going on at practice. I'm able to see just a little bit of that. But, we saw some new faces tonight, and maybe some of those new faces had to do with guys that were playing hard at practice, guys that were getting after it and, doing the work, putting the work in during the week that they need to do. I'm not saying anybody that didn't play tonight didn't put in work at practice, but you just never know. And maybe that was just one of those things, like I said, maybe Brent Paul, coach, want to reward him for working hard during the week and always being out there ready to go, and they kind of wanted to give him the opportunity, a chance to show what he could do tonight in that situation. And so, on the field, they did keep fighting and kind of working out through there. Like I said, it would have been real easy at the end, just kind of lay down, and that score really get out of hand right there. That second half being down 24-0, but it didn't, fall to where it gave up 50, 60 points, something like that. Guys are out there fighting hard and competing and trying to get the job done, and so that's just things you've got to keep working and just keep grinding. And, a couple seniors out there are going to have, one last chance to get out there next week against Walker to try and get that done, but there's a lot of guys on that field right now that are juniors, and there's several sophomores that are out there, and every chance they get to play on a Friday night is good experience, and that's going to make them that much better as you work into the future.
Absolutely. We will take our final timeout. When we come back, we'll kind of look at we'll get some updates on some of the district scores real quick during this final timeout here, and then we'll kind of see where things are shaping out. And then, again, we'll kind of look towards Walker a little bit, as that game will be regular season finale at Walker next week. So stay with us. We're back after this on the Ralph Sellers Chevrolet postgame show.
Hey, it's Max Sellers from Ralph Sellers Chevrolet. We're again excited to be a sponsor of Springs Jackets football team this year. We appreciate all the support from your community in our first few years in business, and we are excited about things to come. Whether it's a new or used car, truck, or SUV, award-winning service from our dedicated service and parts staff, or even an outstanding collision repair for your vehicle, Ralph Sellers Chevrolet wants to earn your business. From our Ralph Sellers Chevrolet dealership family to your school family, go Jackets!
Bank Plus, together with Zelle, makes it easy to send money straight from your smartphone to friends, family, the yard guy, babysitters, or millions of others with access to Zelle. So yeah, pretty much anyone. And of course, they can all send you money too. Settle that dinner tab with Zelle. It's free, fast, and secure. And right in the Bank Plus mobile app. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC. Zelle is available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply.
Denham Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM and on the net at johnfineproductions.com are brought to you in part by Forest Grove Plantation, Liberty Auto Sales, Shea Landry Closing Attorney, Milestone Title, Triton Outpatient Clinic, Modad 1 Individual Sewage Treatment System, and Duke's Seafood and Steakhouse. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For more than 120 years, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as a news source for our community. It is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com and can be found via social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. The news also launched the LPN Weekly, a podcast. Each episode takes a closer look at a single issue of importance to Livingston Parish or an extended conversation with local newsmakers. The LPN Weekly can be found on major podcasts like Apple, Google, and Spotify, as well as their website. The Livingston Parish News, your community news source since 1898.
Ralph Seller Chevrolet post-game show 38-7. Dutchtown over the Yellow Jackets. Just got a couple of final scores for you right now throughout the district. It is Walker 20-17 over Sandoval. EA 48 to Live Oak 9. So big win right there for East Ascension. They went into our game last week with one win, and now they popped off 2 in a row. And then Walker, did they win? Did they outright win district champ? No, because they won at least a share of it tonight with that win.
Because Walker hasn't lost yet in
that's
district.
Right. So they're undefeated.
They've got at least a share. So, like I said, last year I was thinking about it in the break. We were the team from Livingston Parish kind of holding up our end and beating the Ascension Parish teams, and this year's Walker that's over there beating the Ascension Parish teams while the other Ascension Parish teams are handling us in Live Oak a little bit right now. But, Walker's done a good job. And so, next week they got a chance to win district outright. And then, of course, teams like Dutchtown with only one loss are going to try and, get a win and hope that we can pull the upset against Walker and then get some kind of a split and a share of a district title.
Yeah, so congratulations to Coach Mahaffey and that staff over there. I mean, Walker was it week 1, the Ponchatoula loss?
Yeah,
and then from that point on, they've just popped off and have been playing extremely good football. And, with Coach Mahaffey, you saw how young they were last year, and this year they have definitely flipped that script a little bit. And you're kind of seeing that, I was thinking about this earlier today, is how the preseason predictions for this district looked. It was going to be East Ascension, Denham Springs, and Sandoval. And Dutchtown was right there in the mix, too. And it's just kind of like you saw those younger teams from last year definitely make the step forward. Obviously, Denham Springs had a lot of talent in a big senior class last year. So definitely going through some growing pains here. But it's just interesting to see sometimes how those younger teams, you see that progression happen.
And that's going to be the hope for the Jackets as we approach next season, is that take our lumps a little bit this year and, didn't come out one-loss record the way we wanted to this season. But guys are getting out there, a lot of experience. Guys are figuring it out, learning what to do. And next year is another year older, another year more experienced out there. And we look to make a strong comeback as it gets to that.
Absolutely. Mitch, final thoughts on this one as we get ready to wrap it up and then get to Walker next week.
It's just one of those games that, not a whole lot went your way. Dutchtown pretty much from the start of the game took control of it early and then kind of just kept it that way, and it kind of held that pressure on top of you. We weren't able to really break through and get a lot going, but, sometimes those losses are easier to overcome than when you get out there and, man, we missed an extra point in the game. We could have won. And so, just go ahead and flush that out and block it out, and let's just get ready for next week and try and get against Walker and see if we can finish on a strong note.
All right, so that will do it for this part. Mitch, thanks as always, and we will see you at Walker next week.
We'll be ready for it.
That was Mitch Covington. That will wrap it up here for the Ralph Seller Chevrolet post-game show. Ralph Seller Chevrolet just over the Amite River Bridge in Baton Rouge. Is Ralph Seller Chevrolet, located at 15015 Florida Boulevard, and is open for your automotive needs, ready to serve you at a Chevrolet location familiar to you for over 40 years. Parts manager and service manager at Ralph Seller Chevrolet is Jim McChristian, a proud supporter of the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets. Come visit Ralph Seller Chevrolet. Next week, 6 o'clock, Family Radio 91.9 FM, and on the web at johnfineproductions.com. It will be Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. Hope you'll join us for that if you can't make it. And we'll look forward to bringing that to you for the Week 10 season finale for the Yellow Jackets. 38-7, the final here from Dutchtown High School, and that will wrap it up for us. For John Fine, for Audrey Andrus, who was handling some duties here for us tonight, for Mitch Covington, for Josh Ward, Lamine Figueroa back at the studio, I'm saying good night, everybody.
You've been listening to Springs High School football broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM Baton Rouge, and on the internet at